Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 0, really, of World of Sauron, the Misadventures of the Notable Nobodies.
It said it was muted.
Apparently things are happening. In this, the Notable Nobodies here, as they decided to name themselves, have been attempting to join the large, over-expanding adventuring group known as the Keybric Continental Watch, which serves as the main defensive organization for much, if not all, of the continent of Keybric here on Sauron. However, you've discovered a series of tests lay before you. Recently, finishing the most recent and believed to be last test before your decisions are made upon your inclusion or exclusion from this group. You now find yourselves on the open plains at the southwestern border of the continent, nearing the city of Maanoris, where the Watch call home. And that's where we'll pick back up. As the day comes,
So are we done sneaking around in the night looking for the idol that they don't have?
Well, good morning to
Probably.
you too.
Probably. Fair enough. So, back to Norsa.
I look over the hill as I get up after a few minutes, and I just see if the Thunder Towns are still camped out.
as you glance over, you can see that they are perhaps a little bit ahead of you in their morning preparations, but
Figures.
Slip my chainmail on.
I actually don't have anything to get ready, so I'm just gonna sit on that hill, like just kind of laying there, watching them to see if they show any sign of having that thing. Well, I'll leave as soon as you guys are ready, though.
roll a perception check then as you stare at them.
Wow, that is a 19 plus 4 is 23.
You watch intently each of them as they move about their morning rituals. At one point, over the distance, you can believe you managed to lock eyes with Linder as he certainly glances over and notices you just standing there watching.
Oh, I wanted to lay down on the hill. So
Oh,
so-
he nat
so-
20
but
his
oh well.
perception. So.
Well then, yeah, never mind. Doesn't matter either way. My ears are sticking up.
I've waved at them.
But you don't notice anything. It's hard to really get any detail. You're a couple hills away, but I mean, maybe some of the stuff they're moving around is, maybe it's not. They're not acting overly suspicious.
Alright, you ready then?
Yeah, let's get going.
I follow him.
Back to Maanoris. And I just head off in a random direction.
I think it's this way.
Oh, right.
You travel. After a bit, you realize that whether by their design or just coincidence, you have outpaced the Thunder Towns quite dramatically. They don't stay within line of sight for very long before they fade into the distance. And it remains that way for much of the day as you travel on throughout the rise and the set of the sun. Never interrupted. However, you do eventually reach the road that serves as the main path back to Maanoris, following that for much of the rest of the day, until you get to the point where you know you're about just another 5 or 6 hours from the city as the last bit of natural light wanes from the sky.
Oh, time for camp then, right?
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
farther do we have to go after this?
Like 2 days, I think.
Well, this is the second day, so I'll be like, I think it was like 2.5 days. Or was it
Oh.
4 days? What?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I want to say it was two
It's
and a
all-
half days to get out there.
It all looks the same.
Yeah, once you leave the forest, it does kind of look really the same for about a day and a half.
I want to say it was 2.5 days.
Alright, well, I think I'll take first watch again. That seemed to work out better than the first time.
That's fair.
I'll take second.
Okay.
Please be awake.
I
You fall asleep once.
I'm gonna build a fire.
I curl up next
Okay.
to said fire.
While it's hard to find the materials for a large roaring fire, it's easy enough to get enough twigs and brush about to set some means of campfire for the night.
I'll set up my little blanket station.
Set them about, get them in the perfect position, and then sit down about them as you watch throughout the first bits of the night. Roll a perception check, actually.
That is 12, so 12.
After a couple of hours, while by no means anywhere close and not coming within line of sight about you with the campfire that's at this point starting to fade about unless you search for means of tending it, you hear very distant, quiet conversation and the clear sound of a passing group of some size.
Okay. I guess can I see them or can I
No.
just hear them?
Even with what you hear, you know that they're probably not within 100 feet of you, somewhere beyond that.
Okay. Well, I'll just kind of perk up a little bit, tired but still staying awake, and just kind of watch to see if I see them coming closer or if they just pass by. I won't make any fuss about it.
They never seem to draw closer. The sound fades after just a few moments. And nothing but the natural night about you for the remainder of your watch.
How long has it been? I just sit bored and ready to sleep.
Do you eventually decide to wake anyone up?
Yeah, once I feel that it's been 3-4 hours.
Oh, yeah, it gets to that point easily enough after that.
Rico,
What?
it's your turn. I'm tired.
This is stupid. And I said,
Well, blame Rowan.
what? Just go wake him up. Make him take his turn.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to leave that up to you. 'Cause I'm going to sleep. And I just lay down and...
And now I sit staring out into the darkness, not able to see much.
As you listen, nothing but what you would have come to recognize as very base wildlife. Even the sounds aren't even that far different than what you've come to get used to on Alcon. Your watch passes.
Hey,
Uh,
it's your turn now. And I just lay down and go to sleep.
I keep watch.
As you continue out, it doesn't take long before you start to see the beginning of the sunrise over the distance. And even with the rising sun, nothing alarming comes into view. You're joined by the awakening of the world about you, and eventually both Rico and Kesta and Rowan as well wake up on their own.
Oh,
Alright, another day of this. Fun.
this is great. You're going to learn to love sleeping outside.
Yeah, I guess I have to, don't I?
You don't have to, but I
I
mean,
mean, once we get into the watch, don't we get, like, beds?
we still have to go out and deal with the missions that we get from them.
I know.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
I feel like you haven't thought this through.
Kesta wants an office job.
I mean,
I really haven't. This was all just kind of thrown on me,
I just figured it'd be fun to go kill things while I'm out sleeping outside. At least then I'd have something to do.
Well, I have to admit, it has been kind of fun.
Yeah.
Still don't like sleeping outside, though.
Well, I guess it's not for everyone. The cat seems to enjoy it enough as long as there's a fire.
It's true. I like stretch.
Well, I'm ready for a raspberry cake, so let's get back to Maanoris.
Okay, and I'll put the fire out. Don't want to start a forest fire.
Sure.
It had long gone out.
I make sure it's out. We wouldn't want to start a forest fire.
Then the already chilled remains of the fire is patted down into a thick mess. And you all continue on. A short time later, the first peak of the city of Maanoris come into view.
It's definitely 2.5 days.
Told you.
And before long, you're arriving.
Finally.
The noise of the city coming over everything once more.
Oh, it's so loud here. Ching, 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 ching.
As you still barely hear anything over your natural sound.
Should we get paid for going on this thing, even if we didn't? I mean, we killed a lot of goblins, right?
No, we asked about getting paid for killing the goblins. He said no. I just helped thin the number.
Kind of feeling like I wasted a lot of time on this now.
I mean, you got valuable experience.
I got beat to a pulp.
You now know what it feels like to be beat to a pulp. You now know what an orange feels like in the morning.
I like laugh a little bit at Rico and then just keep walking.
Alright. As you make your way into and through the first bits of the large city of Maanoris, having a rough idea of the general locations that you stayed in your time here, where are you headed first?
What was that guy's name that you needed to talk to about this whole thing? That gave you this little test?
Zoran Balbatross.
No.
Yeah, that sounds good. Doesn't that sound right, Rowan?
It was Zamir Borzal.
Yeah, I like his better.
I mean, it does sound nicer. Well, you give it a try. Maybe he'll like it.
He might just
like
change
it
this
better.
guy's name.
Yeah.
You think he'd get mad at us if we just started calling him a different name?
Just imagine Rowan's head like turning colors right now.
Just
I'm sure he'll be fine with it. It's like a nickname. It's cute.
okay. I
distance
really feel
myself
like
a little bit from him.
I really feel like Rowan needs to be here because these two are going to talk me into doing whatever I think is a good idea, whether it is or not.
You know, poor invisible being.
I just assume he's like, so, oh man, like you didn't get the thing. Maybe it's not guaranteed. Or what was that word? Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
That's what he said. Do you not get it?
Only that word means what you think. So we head to the Continental Watch headquarters here in town?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd kind of like to stop by the Gilded Lodge real quick first.
Is that on the way?
I think so.
It's not a straight line, but it's not an absurd amount out of the way.
I mean, if it's on the way.
Yeah, it's definitely on the way. So I just want to make a detour there, stop in, get a couple of raspberry cakes, and
As you are arriving, you're about noon. There is another fresh, it appears, display of varied tarts, and you are able to find the ones of your liking.
we came at the perfect time. I'll have 2, please.
Are you staying here?
No, not right now.
Alright, it's gonna be 5 silver for the 2 today.
That's it? I want 2 as well. I want that one and that one.
Very well.
That's
You're
good.
not staying here either, then I presume.
No.
I laugh a little bit at that.
That's good because I don't have any silver on me. So here's a gold.
Oh, very well.
Nice.
Then just 2 tiny little packages are slid over to each of you.
Thank you.
I really feel like they've wasted the packaging.
I mean, it's pretty, you know.
You just tear it.
All right, now we can go to the watch.
Just whatever kind of grabbed just all over my face. The watch! And I start heading off towards the watch.
Don't fix the direction he's going then.
You continue through the streets as you do make perception checks.
Not that dice. This is the one.
Nice.
21.
Apparently that is not the one. 5.
5.
All right.
They're
As
busy
two
with
of
their
you
tarts.
are just very distracted, either brushing the last bit of tart off the side of your face and finishing it, or just enjoying every little nibble, you manage to not pick out any of the varied conversations that you make your way by. However, without tarts, you are more apt to listen to those about you. And you start to hear throughout the city, a lot of the conversations, while varied, seem to have a note of some measure of excitement over the exam being completed. As you would gather that someone has returned with the idol.
These are really
They'll find
good.
out.
They are. They're my favorite.
These are tasty. Thank you for buying them.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
But then, nothing else would interrupt you, as you would eventually arrive at the large headquarters of the Continental Watch. A very busy location, even compared to perhaps the first time you arrived when everyone was initially signing up in that large rush.
Oh.
Something's going on, it looks like.
Yeah, maybe it's because of us.
I'll bet you it is. We should be able to just go in then.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to stop us. I start walking in.
Start squeezing past people.
Wait, guys.
What?
Make strength checks if you're just starting to.
Oh.
You get to a point where it is pretty packed.
No.
They're excited because somebody else found
11.
the thing.
That's a 5.
What do you mean someone else found the thing? Well,
Someone else finished.
yeah,
the
there was the...
Yeah.
That's right, we were included, and I keep walking.
All right, I tried.
As
He
you,
said that we didn't have to find it.
you have a hard time squeezing through some locations, but you make your way through the crowd to the front of
I
it.
followed the thing that
As
he
you're
makes.
able to just sneak about, you hear the occasional hard thud of Kesta trying to make her way through as well.
Excuse me.
But eventually, the two of you arrive at the front. A few short moments later, Kesta comes bolting out of a last grouping of people.
You're not supposed to push me out of the way.
Sorry.
Just as she comes tumbling out, your attention is drawn back towards the front as a member of the watch. You are the Nobodies, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
You are to come with us and await the final resolution of the exams. You are the last to arrive, so it should not be long.
Maybe we shouldn't have stopped to get the tarts.
How did the Thunder Towns beat us? They were way behind us.
I mean, I don't know. But we shouldn't have stopped to get the tarts. I'm pretty sure that dragged long too. Though they were tasty.
Yeah.
You would recall hearing something the night before.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anything.
No, definitely wasn't that.
That
All right. Well, I
had to be
mean,
completely different.
on the off chance that they're going to offer us some kind of money for what we did, I suppose I'll go with you guys. Plus, like, I kind of want to see Rowan's face. Say that quietly to them, just in case.
So we follow wherever they tell us to go.
Okay. They lead you to a familiar hallway where you've been left to wait multiple times in the buried rooms along it, placed into one that you have actually been in previously. The four of you are left with a final reiteration of what you had just been told. Shouldn't be too long, but they still have to let everyone know that you've arrived.
Is this the room with the couch?
Yes.
I go curl up on that.
As we're waiting, sitting there balancing the hammer.
Give me a dex check.
Uh-oh. 12.
Alright, there's a few times where you have to grasp it to re-straighten it, but for the fact that you're trying to balance a warhammer on the palm of your hand, it's not terrible.
Yeah. Check it out, guys.
Very cool.
Oh.
You didn't break anything.
Set it down. You know. How long is this going to take?
I don't know. Tapping my foot, waiting impatiently.
Gonna take a nap.
Just have yourself a little cat nap.
Yeah.
So I don't get it, right? She says she's not a cat. When she wakes up in the morning, she stretches like a cat.
There's a chance that I do these
She
things
meows
just to mess
like a
with
cat.
her.
Look, she's even sleeping like a cat.
I am literally curled up like a cat right there.
I mean, maybe she's in denial. She was raised by, I think, goblins or something.
I think it might have been dwarves. Goblins
I'm
just
not
seems
actually
weird.
asleep, so I'm
Goblins
trying
just
to
seems like a
reinvent
strange
that.
thing to be raised by for a cat. Although, I mean, what do I know really?
Not as strange as dogs.
Being raised by dogs?
Yeah.
You know someone who's raised by dogs?
No, but I'm just saying, like, that would be stranger for a cat to be raised by dogs.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess that would be pretty weird.
I shift so I turn so my face is facing away from them because I'm losing the fight to not laugh at them. Try to make it
But,
look
I mean-
natural.
I'm surprised she's not on the back of the couch.
Yeah.
It's
She's
like,
a bit big.
is there a window in this room?
No.
Like I'm pretty sure if like there's a window into the room with sun, she'd be sleeping in that instead.
Maybe.
Note to self.
This is taking forever.
It says it's taken all of 5 minutes at this point.
We're not very patient.
It doesn't take very long, just another double the time you've spent conversating
It's been 10 minutes.
before the door swings open and the same member of the watch that had left you here.
So, real fast.
Yes, if you'll come with me, Blanche will see you all now.
Who did he say was here now?
Blanche?
Blanche? Right.
What happened to Zamir?
He's just a member. You're going to see the elected leader and the current leader of the watch.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I stand up and stop pretending to be a cat.
Follow.
You follow along.
If they're taking us to see the leader, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Didn't we meet him before?
Did we?
No.
Did.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think we did.
I mean, all the people we've met, one of them had to be the leader.
Yeah.
We've met at least close to a dozen people. One of them had to be the leader.
Right. Yeah, see? The DM knows.
There we go.
You follow along. Originally down halls, you remember passing by the entry point to the original testing grounds where you once did battle with the Thunder Talons, until you're led out into an open corridor in the back. Multiple members of the watch standing around the sides, and you also see a large panel of tables and chairs ahead of you and an open floor. On the back side of it, a grouping of 7 individuals stand idly about. As they see you, you start to see them motion to the side, and you see other people of the large grouping start to make their way into a bit of a ordinary looking line and the opposite side.
Should we go line up too?
I mean, maybe, but
It's the watchman that's led you in here. Yes, you should go line up with them.
I go line up.
So you go and you meet up. As you approach, you also recognize a couple people, as the Thunder Talons are here, as well as their momentary recruit Mika Mabels and your momentarily
Hey, trucks.
with you ally Trucks.
Hey, Trucks.
Hey guys, I know that
You do. What you been doing?
there'll be time for pleasantries, please, if you would.
Sure.
Get in line next to trucks.
As you wiggle your way in, kind of pushing the line further out, you stand idly for just a few moments before a large figure that many of you, if not have seen, would recognize instantly as the current elected leader and former head captain of the Watch. He steps forward. I am Valanche Granite. It was my honor to serve the Watch for many years. It is my hope that many of you here have the same dream and wish to serve. However, we need the most expertise of groups, as we are not an army. We protect through those of special talents. Our current leader will continue from here with those who have been accepted into the Watch. And he kind of just steps to the side as a dwarf steps forward. You see much less of him than you did of Valanche. Aye. Well, my name's Tummond. Since Valanche here is now leader of Keybric, I've been put in charge. So it was my job to make sure none of you are making it in here who didn't belong. Now I got reports from all y'all, as well as recountings of the visual inspections of your field exam. Based on the results, I'm just going to get right to it. Those of you who get brought in, we got places we need you to go. The rest of y'all, I'm sure you got better things to do with your time. So, first off, from the group who returned with the idol, let's see, as he starts pointing out varied people from your grouping of individuals, and in it you watch
I do have a question. If I look around at the members of the Watch who are in this room, how many tabaxi are there?
Make a perception check. It's easy to see the one standing immediately about you, but there are quite a number in this chamber.
22.
As you glance about, while it's hard to tell with some of them, as there is a significant number of the maybe 25 or so people that appear to be in here in total, maybe about a quarter of them are wearing face guards that cover 90% of their face. But even with that and taking stature into account, you can point out 3 of the 25.
Any of them seem to be particularly watching it? I'm just curious to see if I can pick out who was following us.
It's hard to really gather that from just looking about.
I watch them out of curiosity because I don't really care about anything else.
You would recognize, or well, not recognize, but notice in that as they point out the individuals, one of them that is pointed out is a tabaxi. As in it, a halfling who appears to be a wizard of sorts, a gnome in fairly thick armor, a tabaxi who appears either roguish or rangerish. It's hard to really tell. And another gnome who is just very fantastically dressed.
It's quite colorful.
And then as those 4 step forward, we also got, based on some special considerations here, the big fella, we're gonna try you out.
That's you, Trucks.
Yeah.
You're the big fella.
You got this.
Oh.
Good job.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. Good job, buddy.
Thanks.
Try to
guys.
pat him on the shoulder, but it's
Yeah,
too tall.
like
Guys.
his elbow.
You just come over here now. As he just kind of idly wanders over. And, you there, the one that we were told has wings.
Yeah. That's fine.
You're making it as well.
What was her name again?
Mika Maples. Now, there's two of you there. You fell out with your group. They couldn't deal with you. We aren't gonna. I'm sorry to tell you, you're not making it. As you can see, just two other people idly just look back at each other, a very intense look of dislike in each other's eyes, looking at one another. And that leaves the rest of y'all, who, based on all reports, are talented, but seemed, on both accounts, to be more interested in making sure the other failed than actually succeeding at the task at hand. Which is why the four of you and the four of you, looking at the notable nobodies and then the Thunder Talons, are going to be put into a bit of special consideration. Now, y'all ain't making it, but if you've been around here long enough, you know we got other groups about the continent that we like to aid in what they're doing if we can't be there at the time. So we're going to give the 8 of y'all a chance to work out your differences or prove to us that one of y'all deserve it more than the other. Well, hell, perhaps y'all just fail and we find someone else to go up there. But we're going to be sending you up north.
And north to where?
Well, y'all have been told notable nobodies. Y'all are gonna be going up to Jinhat. Small village, mostly known for the brew that come out there. But we ain't got anyone up there at the moment, and it's on the line of the forest, so it's good to have some. You're gonna want to go up there and see an individual we have waiting for you by the name of Jamuel Rixvale.
Rixvale?
Yeah, tall fella, hard to miss him. What furball they're called. From what I've been told, he should be already either there, about there, waiting for you at the little headquarters we got set up for you.
We get our own headquarters?
Hey, it's something.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah. I'm used to sleeping outside.
Then y'all over the Thunder Talons, we're gonna send you to Hill's Edge. You go over there. It's nearby Jinhat, which is why we like the idea of having y'all up there. You want to push each other to be great. Might as well be close by.
They're on the other side of the river?
Yeah. And if one of y'all proves to be that much better than the other, then it makes it easy to subsidize an area into the other.
Oh, don't worry, we will.
That's the spirit, I suppose. But remember while you're up there,
Protecting people.
we are here to protect people, but taking the odd job as well is not frowned upon.
So we're going to go up there and essentially be self-employed to do the work that needs to be done up there. But you will also fund us?
There'll be a bit of give and take. We'll make sure that you have a bit here and there, but we will also expect a bit back. As well as if special circumstances arise in which we need sources in the area and we call upon you, we'll be expecting some help.
Sounds good to me. I get paid to hit things with a hammer.
That's the spirit right there. I like this one. Why didn't we take it?
Did I hear what the guy said why they didn't take me?
He just kind of looked at him and...
No.
Well, how exactly are the Thunder Talons reacting to this?
They are certainly, for the most part, kind of upset. Roll an insight check.
I would like to do that as well. I'm quite interested.
I don't care how they feel. I'm happy.
Ooh, that's good.
I'm good at insight. That's
I rolled a 19, so that's a 19.
and I got a 20.
You get the sense that initially they were by no means heartbroken, but it may have been a hit to their plans. Linder seemed to hide it the best, but at the same time seemed to be the one most affected by it. But as the continuation of the introduction went on and the plan set forth, a complete shift has come over all of them. They seem to take this as a win almost based on their current standing.
They
And how
totally
they look.
think they can beat us. Alright, I'm in.
I'm next to you, right?
I'd assume so, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of like lean back behind Rico's back and go, try to get his attention. See.
Whether he hears you or not, he seems to not pay attention.
Fine.
So, I suppose from this point on, it's going to be up to y'all. But, since we want to send you off with a good chance, I don't know if any of y'all been up in that area before, but
I'm new here.
it's not exactly like you're going to find here in Maanoris. So, for returns of your time spent with us, and we'll say your first bit of funding,
My ears perk up at that.
we'll send you out here to get your supplies to get started, things of that nature with, let's see, it's for you each, 500 gold a group.
That's pretty nice.
Nice.
I like this plan now.
I like the sound of 500 gold.
All right.
Now,
We got to get supplies with that, though.
don't be expecting this on a regular basis, of course. You're going up there to essentially serve the people and serve us, not just have us pay you for a poorly located vacation.
I didn't even think of that. You can get paid for vacations?
No,
Oh.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I think you just realized why they didn't take you.
So, unless you got anything you want? I mean, I'm done. Alright, he's got better stuff to do, and he's kind of in charge around here. Anyways, I guess y'all probably won't be hearing from me again, but best of luck to all 8 of you. Have a good night.
Bye, Tom. And I turn around and leave.
I think Rowan might be in shock.
You too, sir.
This is
He might be catatonic.
Rowan's just
There's a vein popping out of his head. It's red in the face. I've never. Is that why you bought me red clothes?
Definitely.
After the guys in charge leave, I once again try to get Linder's attention. Linder! Hey, Linder.
is the surroundings, while it doesn't thin out hugely, there's, even after everyone seems to leave who's going to be leaving, there's still left with maybe another 8 or so people, including the 8 of you, so still a good 16 people in here just idly chit-chatting or standing about.
I hear her shouting at him. I'll go try to get his attention as well.
As
I move away from
you would try, once the situation goes to a more social bit, he turns. Let's go greet our new competitors, shall we? As he leads the rest of them over.
Oh look, the neighbors are coming.
So,
Oh, hey guys.
hello. A pleasant situation we find ourselves in.
Yeah.
You got Hill's Edge. Have fun there.
I don't know.
Are we
I blow away.
15?
She is.
Yes, she is.
I'm so sorry for you all.
I'm
She's
an
gonna-
adult. Don't talk down to me like that.
She's been all right so far. But I'd like to thank you guys again for helping us a couple nights ago when these two looked pretty worse off.
Yeah.
I thought she was dead, but luckily cats have 9 lives. So she's got 8 left.
I like catch Quill's eye and just
You don't You don't notice any like visual reaction from group or Kenmaruk, but Quill is just shakes her head, and you get a odd look from Linder as he's. Well, I suppose maybe we'll be seeing a bit more of each other in the coming weeks and months. Who knows? If you, what am I saying? When you need assistance, do feel free to come let us know.
Same to you.
Yep, we'll be here whenever you need us.
I would hope not. Let's go. As the rest of them just clamor out.
Goodbye to you too, you big dang fool.
He didn't even say you're welcome.
He's a
I
jerk.
was sincere in my thanking him for helping us.
And he was sincere in his disregard for any kind of talent.
Yeah.
Bye, Linder Pop! I shout and wave at him as he leaves.
I grin.
There's
I'm so happy.
Because
no
I
reaction
stabbed him
from
with
them,
that
just
spear
the
that one time.
constant clang of group's armor
That's a good
fading away.
So, what do we do now?
guess.
Buy supplies, apparently. We're
Did he say who
Gainfully
was giving us the
employed.
gold?
my mother's going to be so disappointed.
I thought, wait, yeah, we got to get our gold. Did he give it to us already?
No, but there's pretty much any time you've been paid for a job, it's happened at the front.
Oh, yeah, we got to go out front.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
500 gold.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's not enough, though.
I know. I could get so many cakes with that.
We're not spending it all on cakes.
I'm not spending it. I'm
We're
just
not
saying.
spending any of it on cakes.
I'm spending at least a little bit on cakes.
I was like, so we both turned to look at her like, what?
I'm really sad Rowan isn't here to back me up right now.
It's probably going to take us at least a few weeks to get to Jin Hat. I want some cakes during that time.
I feel like that's not how you travel. You don't spend the money on cakes.
Not all the money on cakes, but some of the money on cakes.
If-
You have no idea when we're going to get paid again.
No.
So shouldn't we save the money for things like food and clothes and things that we need to kill the things to get paid again?
That is food. But if it makes you feel better, I will use my own money to buy cakes.
Yeah, she'll use her own money to buy us cakes.
It's important when you do anything that you do it and it brings you joy.
Yeah. What?
That is not how my life has been lived so far, but okay.
I mean, you don't want to be miserable your whole life.
Sometimes you
I
just
don't
have
want
to
to be, but I mean,
We just got 500 gold. We don't need to be miserable. We'll go to Jin Hat. They got us a headquarters too.
yeah, I wonder what that's like.
I'll bet it's really nice.
You think it's gonna be like a house,
Maybe.
like a fort?
That would be awesome.
It'd be fantastic, right? Just have like a nice fort, walls all around, a moat, a drawbridge, almost like a castle.
You can sunbathe on the top part. Where you watch out, you know?
That's what you decide to do with your time on watch. I guess you
go to the
can.
front desk.
We're heading towards the front.
Yeah.
As you
I just-
eventually make it up
No.
there, the occasional slight delay in stopping for conversation. You arrive just as the rest of the Thunder Talents seem to be leaving the building. As
They didn't see me.
one of the individuals behind the counter. You're the
We're the Nobodies.
excellent. I have your payment here. As he just puts down a sizable pouch. It is already accounted for, 500 for the total group. Best of luck.
Thank
What?
you.
Backpack.
Okay. So I think that we should probably think about this and what we need that is outside of the region of cakes.
Yeah, we have a lot of time to think about that.
But we should think about it before we leave, because honestly, we should try to get there before the Thunder Hats get settled.
Well, I mean, it's gonna take them longer to get there anyway because they have to go farther.
And yet they got here faster, so clearly they're pretty quick.
A couple hours maybe.
I'm saying any time that we have on that, I really want to meet them. I don't like them at all.
Well, didn't he say something about like working together or something? Like, the reason we didn't get picked is because we fought each other?
Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't see Linder being interested in working together either way. So it would be nice to be better than him.
Well, we're already better than him.
It would be nice for everyone to know we're better than him.
To cakes! And I start walking off to the Gilded Lodge where the cakes are, because I know exactly where that place is.
I wonder how many bakeries we pass on the way to the Gilded Lodge. This is my question.
Doesn't matter. The Gilded Lodge has the best cake.
They've had the best I've had so far. I've only had the one.
I bought you cakes. They were not from the Gilded
I don't
Lodge.
know. Clearly the Gilded Lodge are better than the ones you bought.
Clearly.
So,
While walking
what do we
around.
need? Apparently food's important, although we can find that in the woods.
Yeah.
I have not seen anyone else exhibit that skill.
I can cook. And I
I
pull out my
meant
cook pot.
besides us, that was what I meant. The foraging.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really forage.
You don't seem like the type that would.
No.
It's dirty.
It.
I assume you're wearing your gloves.
Right now I'm not wearing my gloves. I only really wear my gloves when I go to like, do something where I have to touch them.
Oh,
When I
okay.
play pinball, I'll put on my gloves. When I'm fighting things, I'll put on the lawn. But just walk around.
So we need food, not just cakes.
Well, I mean, we have that gator flesh.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We probably shouldn't eat that.
Is that still good?
It's been 2 days.
It's probably not bad.
No.
But
The answer's no.
we probably shouldn't eat it.
Let's see it. Let's pull it out. We just stop
Pull out
somewhere
like
in the street.
some of the hide and
Pull
like
out like
the lump of
Yeah,
gator
I mean,
meat.
it still looks like it. It doesn't.
It smelled pretty awful to
yeah,
begin
it
with.
does not smell pleasant. It definitely has a different feel to it, but it still kind of looks the same for the most part.
It's a little slimy, but I mean, gator. I don't know.
All right, well, just
Crocodile,
get,
whatever
get,
it was.
Just get rid of it. There's somebody's been over there. Just throw it in there.
I keep the hide.
we just throw the meat away.
Wait a minute, this wasn't for their game, was it?
No, we got our own baskets.
No, I mean this wasn't their bin for their game.
It has trash in it already. I think it's just trash.
Okay. I don't know this game you guys talk about, so I haven't even seen it played.
We'll have to teach you. It's quite fun.
It's quite fun. I love pinball. Back in my hometown, the Basonville Blake Dogs, in my opinion, one of the best pinball teams in all of Keybric.
Aren't blink dogs those things that?
Yeah, that's why we call them that, because they're so fast. They're so fast and they're so good. Other teams, they don't even know how to deal with us.
Okay. So food, that's what's on our list so far.
Right. The kind that doesn't go bad. You know, dried rations and the like.
Okay. Water.
Okay. Yeah, water would be good.
I mean, we can find that in the woods too, but I mean, if we're getting food, we might as well get water.
And I got a hammer.
Me too.
That's good. So we got a hammer. We got...
I think this conversation shifted from what you need to what you have.
We got a grappling hook.
I don't have one of those.
Um,
Though I'm sure if I tied a rope, I might be able to fashion one of those.
they're good to have. We have a crowbar. Candles. I mean, what else do we need?
We have traveling clothes. Do we all have bedrolls? Do we all have tents?
What do you need a tent for?
I do not see anyone sleeping in the rain.
No.
You might want a tent. I don't care about the rain.
I don't particularly care to get wet, but I mean, it's part of
You're a
life.
cat. They don't like getting wet. So we probably need to get a tent for you.
Okay. So a tent. Start right.
What about for...
We should probably get a couple tents.
2 tents.
Are we actually
lost.
writing this down, or...
Well, we're walking, so
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like...
So we're just walking to the
making
market
a list
area.
of them.
Oh no, you're going to the old lodge, right? Because tarts.
Yeah, because cakes have to come first.
We already ate cakes. Okay, so you already ate cakes once today. It's been like maybe an hour.
Yeah, maybe. Most of that was travel time.
So have you seen Rico eat?
We cannot afford to keep feeding him cakes if this is any indication.
You haven't paid for a single cake that we bought today.
Yeah. I have my own money. I will buy cakes if I want.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, but we should probably get 2 tents. You have cooking gear, you said?
Oh yeah, I've got a pot and a ladle.
Okay, well, that's pretty much all you really. I mean,
Yeah,
cook anything fancy.
We got water and food.
Yeah.
Hit a rabbit with a hammer and
What about a meat drying rack? We should either make one or buy one. So that way next time we can dry out the crocodile or whatever else you find and then it won't go to waste.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
Usually I just cook it and eat it.
I know, but you can't eat an entire rack. Okay. Fair.
I mean, you would have seen racks of that nature in art.
It doesn't mean I know there are 4.
Yeah, sometimes if you have more than you can eat just in that moment, you dry it out so that you can eat it later.
You know how to do that?
What skill is that? I don't know. Just
That'd be
basic.
survival.
I was like basic knowledge. I will find someone to tell you how. He has survival skill. I don't have survival.
Technically, I could probably do it, but
Yeah. I could talk you
I'll
through
see
it.
if I can figure it out.
I can, yeah.
I keep moving this stupid thingy and it's making a noise and it's bothering me.
Is today the 28th of Maanoris?
I do believe so, yes. Okay.
So,
So, yes.
2 tents.
2 tents.
We're doing a shopping list.
We're gonna let us know when we get to the Gilded Lodge. We'll buy and sit down and eat and then talk to
And
someone.
then make a list.
You are there.
Perfect. Oh, I got some crumbs on this one. That's fine. 2
How
tents.
many tarts are you buying?
Rations.
Let's see.
I'm good.
I buy until she tells me I'm done eating them. Or she buys and whatever.
I'm going to buy 8 tarts.
2 gold.
Okay.
How many rations are we going to buy?
Well, do we know how long it takes to get to Jinhat?
Probably about 4 days.
I'm fairly certain it took me longer than that to get here from Stratson, so no.
6 days.
Ask random person who looks kind of like a merchant or something, or even the bartender. Do you know how long it takes to get to Jinhat from here on foot?
Well, you could roll a history check to see if you know that type of
Do
information.
I know
You
this?
could-
Would I know? Because I came here from.
You came
Base-
back from Basin
Basin
Vale, which
Vale.
is on the opposite side of the Highlands, but
Yeah.
I got a
But I
14
imagine
on
I've been to
history.
Jinhat before. It's a 2 plus. What am I rolling? History? So 6.
so 6 and
14.
you've never been to Jinhat. It's a very small, rundown place that would certainly not be somewhere your family would have gone or spent much time.
Okay. Fair enough.
And while you've never been to Jinhat, Katya, the general time frames in between various locations was more commonly come across in your family's line of work. And
That's fair.
you would know that while there's always weather and things of that nature that can get in the way, an uninterrupted trip from Maanoris to Jinhat shouldn't take more than 2 weeks, but likely less with good travel.
Probably 2 weeks,
That wasn't
give
far
or
off.
take.
So how many rations do we need then?
About, let's get 3 weeks, just to be sure. Also, you eat a lot. 3 times 4 is 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were like.
Yeah, but it's not just 3 weeks. You don't. A ration doesn't last a week.
I know.
3 times 7 is 21. So 21 days times 4.
I wasn't sure if you're in character or not.
84.
So 84.
Yeah. 84. Got it.
So you discovered that you need 2 tents and 84 days worth of rations.
We need water, though I don't think we can carry that much water on us. I'm not carrying it all.
I'm
No.
sure we could find
We
water.
can just yeah.
There's got to be like lakes and rivers and stuff.
We actually have to cross over
On the
the
second thought, let me get some water.
Polo
from the
Reservoir.
Get some what?
Let me get some water at least. I don't really want to be drinking out of a lake.
Where do you think the water we get comes from?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but they like do stuff to it to make it better, right?
They put it in a barrel.
When you take it out of the well, that's pretty much all that happens. Is
Yeah, it just literally
Take
comes
it
from the
out.
ground into the. There's really no difference.
north south water.
So scratch the water. We don't need that.
I want to think about that.
Meat drying rack. You seem to have
meat
cooking
drying rack.
utensils. Is there anything anyone needs for combat purposes?
We can't afford money.
Yes, I know. You want
Soon.
the fancy outfit. We should probably buy some potions. Or
Hey, yeah, that'd probably be pretty
to make
helpful.
Potions.
Ingredients.
Yeah, that was definitely our biggest lacking
That's not how you spell that.
during our last little stint.
Yes. So ingredients
It
for
very
potions.
Slash
I'm
potion.
trying to think if he'd need anything, but he doesn't wear armor. He doesn't. He just
Oh,
stabs
we
things.
need to get him some more stuff so he can bring Randolph back.
I think he.
Rudolph.
Didn't he already buy that?
Raphael.
No.
His owl.
Right.
So he needs
Yeah.
pet supplies.
Yeah. Sure. Thing.
I think he said it cost him 10 gold for all the stuff he needed. So how much do we want to buy? Do we want to just buy the 10 golds worth
Yeah,
at once?
let's just get his stuff.
1 times pet supplies.
His little fluffy bird friend seems to help us out a lot.
Reginald.
Reynold?
I can't remember.
Raynor.
Raynor?
Raynor. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Maybe it was Naylor.
Anyway, we got to get him pet supplies.
I'm
He's
assuming
gonna
that he
watch
would
this
correct
anyway.
us if he's here. Like,
Yeah, that's the best thing about it is he can't write because he's not here.
He's gonna watch this later and be very upset with us.
How are we going to get there? We just going to walk?
I mean, yeah,
do we have an alternative?
I mean, we've got money. We can buy a horse.
we'd have to buy.
How much do
4.
horses cost?
Oh.
I don't think that we could.
We
really
could buy a wagon.
I mean, how much could a horse cost real? 10, 20 gold?
I mean, but are we really gonna travel much after we get to? Are we really gonna travel much when we get to Jinhead, though? So
I don't know.
is it-
Okay. Maybe we can rent a horse and wagon.
It's only 2 weeks. You can walk. It'll be good.
I can
exercise.
walk fine. I'm worried about her.
Well, it'll be good exercise for her.
Is there like a U-hoof service?
And it's like,
No.
maybe we'll hitch a ride with like someone going up there.
I mean, you could certainly try and buy and purchase horses, but as far as renting, unless you're bringing it back, it's not really renting.
I just assumed they had like,
We'll bring it back eventually.
U-hoof locations
All right.
No.
in all the, in all the
If we
major
are going
cities.
to do this, I think we should do this right. We need to make sure that people know who we are and whatnot. You like writing things down, Kesta.
Yes.
We should buy
I
you some
guess.
paper and
I guess.
writing stuffs,
I have-
things like that.
I have this ink and a quill, so... I
So
mean,
maybe some
that's-
extra parchments, and maybe like a scroll case or something to keep this stuff in.
I also have these 10 parchments.
Okay. Do you have a way to carry them outside that bag?
Not really.
Maybe we should pick up a scroll case then. I believe he also likes to write things down. He seems meticulous.
2 times scroll cases.
Yeah.
Get mine in pink if they have it.
Uno in pink. 1 in.
Special order scroll case.
So if they don't have one right away, we might have to wait. So if they don't have one, it's fine.
We could look at Jinhat when we get there. We have to go through Stratson to get there too.
I mean, I don't know. Katya's the one that thinks it's necessary. I don't really know.
If we're gonna be writing things down, and we could have our information on there as well and hand it out to people. And just keep them ready, like a card or a paper that says, "Hey, come to us if you need something done," and then we could get more money faster.
That's a good point. I could use some kind of book to write down money stuff.
Money book.
Money book.
If you guys would look down and see his writing, you have no idea what the hell it says.
I just assume you know what you're doing.
And you can read this fine, but
Ish.
my actual writing would be garbage. Or Rico's writing would be garbage.
You're right. I have an idea.
Well, I'm out of ideas. Lean back.
Are you gonna get the book
Take
out and get a list of
Look
all
at
the
the
things?
thing. I'm gonna look at the thing. I can't think of the things.
Do we need a shovel?
I think we have a shovel.
Shovel.
I do have a shovel.
Perfect. We don't need to buy one then.
That's what's been clanging around in my backpack.
Oh,
What about?
explains everything.
Do we need? What are those things you hammer into the wall to climb?
Oh, that's fair.
You like
Like Pythons.
yeah. Those. Do we have any of those?
Let me see. I don't think we have any. So that might be.
I'll put a question mark next to that one because we're not sure if we need them or not. But I'll write that one on the
I
list too.
definitely don't have any. I don't really have issues with climbing.
Out of character, I'm pretty positive we don't.
Yeah, I don't think we do either.
So I don't. I have. As
I
far
do,
as I know,
by the way,
everything-
have a scroll case, but I use it to write my stuff in. So
But it's just for her.
it's nice to. Well, that's what I was thinking though. If we're gonna get into situations,
I have a
where-
scroll case too. Want to see it?
Right.
I just open up my backpack.
Also, I was just thinking that it would be good to protect the things that we're writing all the time, just in case we ruin everything.
Okay.
It's important to be prepared.
Abacus?
There's like a group or something that says that.
What?
No, never mind.
I don't think so. That doesn't sound like a real.
Like it lost my train of thought.
I don't know. We all have backpacks,
Yep.
ball bearings, barrels, baskets. We have our bin baskets, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They're in the inn
Heaven
over there.
forbid.
I mean over there.
All right. We need to make sure we don't forget those.
Yeah, we can't forget those. You gotta carry them.
Books, blankets,
That's
block and
right.
tackle, glass bottles, buckets. Ooh.
What's a block and tackle? That's for
Oh.
pulling stuff, right? We don't need one of those.
Just answer all your questions.
This is a lot of stuff for us to be just carrying.
We should maybe get some extra glass bottles so that we can make extra potions. I currently only have 2.
I just have another question. How are we gonna get this all there?
Most of them just fit. I mean, 10. So you wrap them up, put them on top of your backpack,
Yep.
strap it in.
Let's get a pack
The
mule.
rest of this should fit in a backpack.
Those can't be very expensive.
I'm
Anyways.
on the same page she's on. Because I don't want to be the one carrying everything. I don't want to be the pack mule.
I don't want to carry those bins either.
They don't hardly anything.
So I got all this other stuff to carry.
How much is a pack mule? We shall name him her
Oh wow.
mule.
They really don't cost much, do they?
They don't.
I don't know what they cost here. They could cost something different here.
They're not very expensive.
Put it on the list. Pack mule.
Pack mule.
Alright.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll go to the pack mule store, and then we'll go to the scroll case store, and then we'll go wherever else we need. Kitten store.
Caltrops,
General
chain,
store.
chalk, chest,
Yes.
climber's kit. Any of you guys want a climber's kit? That didn't seem to be your strongest skill. Apparently they make kits exactly for helping people climb who don't have claws.
So far, I've had to climb.
I feel like
It's true, you
that's,
just slid down there.
Yeah.
it's got a little bit of a different thing coming from you after recent events. Especially if they don't have claws, because then they can't jump off of fireplaces.
Hey, I climbed that whole other building after that. It was fantastic.
Question mark. Because some of this stuff we might be able to get in Gen Hat too.
Yeah.
Once we figure out how big our,
Fishing tackle. I have fishing tackle.
what do they call it? Keep
Our headquarters.
headquarters is going to be.
They call it keep.
I'm pretty sure they use the word castle.
Hunting trap? Does anyone have any hunting traps?
Yeah, I
You don't. You forgot to grab your hunting trap.
never picked it back up.
No.
Just left it out there in the leaves. I kind of want to know.
Well, if
Out
we get
of
a mule,
character.
we could put a ladder on there.
Just sometime in the future, if
I don't know
anybody
why
ever
we can get
steps on it.
ladders.
Well, like, there's some stuff I feel like we don't need to buy right now.
That's fair.
Some stuff we can buy when we
I'm
know we're
just
going to
going
need it.
through the list.
But I don't think we're going to need a ladder.
What about a lantern? I know Rico doesn't see very well in the dark.
I have torches.
I have,
Oh, okay.
I have a lantern, I think.
Well, they have lanterns where you can like direct the light only in one direction too, if you
I
want.
do have a lantern.
Oh.
What kind of lantern you got? You got the one that can point in different directions like she's talking about? Or is it
Is
just
that a hooded lantern?
No, it's a bullseye lantern.
I just have a hooded lantern. I got the kind that does the thing that
It does that thing.
that type of lantern does.
It does the light.
so it like puts light out then?
Yeah,
It does the whole
Okay,
like,
you got a really good lantern, then you got it. a great deal on buying that one.
Locks, magnifying glass, manacles, mess kits, mirrors, oils, perfume, pythons, poisons, poles, potions, rations, robes, sacks, seals.
I think I got everything we need to worry about right now.
I think we're probably good here.
All right, so
All right.
2 tents.
Yep. You know what this means?
What?
Shopping time.
You know,
My
I
favorite.
feel like you can probably handle this. I actually have a couple things I need to go do. I need to send a letter to my parents.
That's actually a good point. I also need to do that.
Roger.
Because I told them to send me money. But if I'm not going to be here, then I should probably send them a letter.
Tell them to send it to Jinhat.
Yeah.
And then hope that letter gets there in time before they send anything back.
So
Yeah.
I wrote up a letter telling my
Should be
parents
fine.
like what had happened and everything. And I want to ask them now that I know where we're going. I want to like add an addendum onto that and be like, P.S. We're going to be coming through your town. Apparently we're going to be in Jinhat. Can we stay there that night? Thanks. I'm going to find a messenger service.
There's one here in the Gilded Lodge.
Yep, there's one here
And
in
I
the Gold
will-
Lodge.
All right.
I'll type up. I'll write up a short.
What is that thing? What is that?
I'll write up a short letter that just basically says, going to Jinhat for work stuff. Send money there.
Very elaborate.
Love, Kesta. And then I will ask them if they can send it priority mail.
We can certainly send it out with our next delivery.
Okay. Can I pay though to get it there faster? Is that a thing?
Did,
Send like one person on a horse to go straight there as
if you
fast as
want
they
to
can?
hire an individual specifically, but through us, we have a set schedule that we keep.
Okay, that's fine.
Very well.
Is there someone leaving today or do we have to go somewhere else then?
No, he said there's a delivery happening soon, so
Just not right now.
Right now. Like in the morning or...
Let's see. Yes.
Alright. Just want to make sure it's going to beat us there. Could you tend this to Stratson?
So got one. Alright, we can do that. Yes.
and this one to Basinville.
Very well. That's okay. Any other letters?
Do I need to tell
Rico,
them
do you
who
have
to
any
deliver
letters?
to or just...
No, I've got no one to send anything
Like,
If you didn't leave
Write it
it on
up.
some.
yeah, I didn't write it on the outside or anything, so
Then yes, they would
Yazra
need
and
that
Zanina.
Very well.
Runs what?
Mhm.
What'd you say? I'm standing there. I would have heard it.
Oh. Alright. Yazra and Zanina. He's like, I don't know.
I have notes. It's right here.
How much was that courier service?
To Basinville is going to run you
Zanina, you said?
Yeah, that's my one.
gold and 5 silver. To Stratson is going to be a gold.
Yikes, man.
Well, I'll hand him 2 gold and take my 5 silver back.
I will hand him 1 gold. That'd be sad.
Very well. I will make sure that these are out at the first delivery point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gives a half bow and then just turns with your parchments in hand, vanishing behind a series of halls.
That's kind of fast.
Well, I am not a very good shopper, so I was going to go take a stroll, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and just kind of do that thing where I chat up other Continental Bard peoples again and telling everyone we're coming into casual conversation about the Linder Pop story.
Where I chucked a spear farther than it should go and stuck and knocked Linda Pop out.
And that's how he became the Linder Pop. I am a really bad
So,
shopper.
we need 2 tents.
Yes.
And we need 84 rations.
Yes.
And we need a meat drying rack.
Okay.
Although I don't think we need to pick that up now. So I don't think we're going to be drying meat on our way there.
No, probably not.
I'm waiting for that to totally come up all the way there.
We need to get ingredients for potions. And or buy potions. Though I don't know what ingredients we need. Perhaps we shouldn't let her leave.
I mean, I haven't left. Like, I'm just gonna walk out with you guys. So.
I mean, we could always go and talk to Declan again. He seems to know quite a bit about herbs.
We need pet supplies, so we gotta go to the magic store. That's where he bought them last time.
Okay.
Then we need.
He hasn't come out of his room yet, has he?
No, I think he's dead. We need a scroll case, and you want one in pink, if they have it.
If they have it.
If not, we gotta get 2 regular scroll cases.
Okay, that's fine.
And we need a money book.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then we need pittons. We need to look into a pack mule. And if I have my say, his name's gonna be Bert.
Why Bert?
I don't know, 'cause I like the name Bert.
Okay.
The guy I got this hammer from is named Bert.
I mean, I guess so. I don't really care.
Perfect.
What your name
And then we need to possibly get a climber's kit, because apparently you and Ron struggled climbing up that.
is. I'm not too worried about it.
And we need some hunting traps, which you forgot yours back there, by the way.
Yeah, I did. That's okay. It wasn't that expensive.
And a bullseye lantern, so I can see at night.
Okay. Sounds like a good list. Let's go shopping.
All right. Well, then I'll catch up with you guys later. I will give you a list of the herbs you need before I go.
Oh,
Herbs in list.
even better. All right. Bye, Katya.
Bye, Kesta. Bye,
How much?
Rico.
Wait.
What?
How much should we buy?
I mean, you guys are probably better with the budget. I don't really buy everything else and then see how much is left.
Okay.
Then you can decide.
Goes walking off. She just said we're better with the budget. We have all the money. Want to go buy cakes instead?
I mean, I already got cakes for. the
Oh,
trip.
perfect. Never mind.
At least for a few days. I mean, these things aren't very good after a couple of days. They get hard, but
Probably a little water on them will make them fine.
yeah, I just got like.
It won't be lake water. It'll be water from your water skin.
No, it's okay. I got 6 of them, so we can have however many for the next few days.
So we have some for tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
I'm not going all the way to Gin Hat without at least a few of these cakes.
Okay.
I don't know
So-
when I'm going to be back.
Which is closer, the general store or the magic shop from where we're at?
General store where you are.
To the general store then, and I start walking in a random direction.
Out.
Okay.
When I added that note to Mom, it like P.S. One of them
it's over
really
here.
likes tiny cakes.
Tiny cakes.
She's prepared.
Is this? I go wandering around looking for the general store. I've been there before, but
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the right way, actually.
Okay, if you're not going to course correct, then give me a survival check at advantage, Rico, as you lead the way.
Totally got this. Ooh.
no, that one.
Oh. They both look pretty fun. And that one's
Well, either way, it's going to be an 11 or 13. The other was a 19, so a 23.
As
Oh,
you
okay,
know
with
the
the shadow.
direction to it, you haphazardly eventually make your way.
I knew it was over here.
It perhaps takes you 2 or 3 times longer than it should have, but you eventually arrive out front of it.
Nice. Walk inside. Hello, sir or madam.
Hello, what can I help you?
I need to buy things.
That's
This list right
usually
here.
why people come.
And I set a list down.
A shopping list.
Yes. You're not going to have everything on this list. We got to go to another store for that. Although you might.
Let me see what I can do.
And I hand her the list. It's in
Mule
scribble.
named Bert.
Yeah. Pack mule named Bert.
Alright, so then you're going to need rations.
Do you want my
tanks.
actual list?
I'm going to need like a list of something. So I can actually know the extent of everything.
There's a star next to the meat drying rack. We're not technically looking for that right now. I mean, you should have most everything we need here.
I don't think so.
It's mostly general stuff we need. It's a good thing we came to a general store.
And how many pythons are you looking for?
I mean, how many pythons do you use? Like 10?
How many come in a pack?
We sell them individually.
Oh. 5.
Very well.
Unless they're expensive. And then we might back it down.
They are not overly expensive. I suppose that is dependent on your certain situations you find yourselves in, but they run 2 silver apiece.
Oh. Yeah, so 5 would be fine. That's wonderful.
Hey,
Yeah.
I have a tent.
That's why I was wondering why you wanted 2.
I forgot that I had a tent. Yes.
Oh, it's too late. You're not with us.
It is. Alright.
We'll have 3 tents.
I'm sorry.
Each
guys-
have an individual.
I was
3
like-
of you will have a tent, and I'll sleep outside.
I just had a random wait. I feel like I have a tent. Oh, I do.
And just a single hunting trap.
You want more than 1? Let's get 2.
2?
Yeah. 2's probably better. You can put traps in different spots. Stand on the hammer, right? Whap.
Yeah, plus I might forget them again.
Well, we can't have that. Let us know if you put them. Let me know. Let me know if you put them out where they're at too, because I don't want to step on one, and I'll help you to remember that they're out.
Okay.
Well, based on the list here, I can help you with the tents, your rations, though that will run my immediate storage out. I can help you with the money book.
Oh, a ledger.
That's what I...
Okay, perfect.
The pythons...
I've just remembered the word now.
I cannot help you with pack mule butt.
Oh, well, apparently they're not selling pack mules here. Where would we go for that? Do we have to go to the stables?
Please,
This is what I would suggest.
Okay.
Yes.
do you have any pack mules that have other names?
We do not.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
But the climber's kit, the hunting trap, and the lantern I can help with.
All right.
I'm not there.
You're not there? How's your charisma?
I assumed hers was
That is-
decent, that's
Hey,
why.
post it.
Yeah.
For
Mine's good too.
everything I mentioned,
That's what I was like.
it will run you 87 gold.
Okay. That's not too bad.
No? What was it? The cat told you something. Something about shopping. Whatever, here, 87 gold.
I believe in you. I sent you shopping and went and did something else because I thought you would remember when I talked
Takes
to you.
everything.
Oh, we didn't write it down? Oh.
And she wanted you to barter for it.
Remember we had a whole
Oh, yeah.
I was trusting
And
you.
I was trying to remember it too, and hopefully he would remember what it was.
That's why I was like, I trusted you to do the shopping because we had a whole thing about haggling.
I mean,
You think that as he's already sliding you
Right.
everything and taking the money.
Perfect. You got to carry this backpack or this tent. I can't carry both.
okay.
We'll figure it out. If we get a mule, we'll just put it all on the mule.
I'm sorry.
But then once we get everything we need, we can divvy it all out and we all split it up, and then we carry it evenly.
Okay.
So we got. Now we have to go to. Which is closer, the stables or the magic store? Well, the stable, the magic store, or the guy who sells the herbs and stuff.
The herbs would be the quickest to pick up from here.
Let's go talk to that guy. What was his name?
Declan?
Declan. Got it.
So you leave the general store heading...
Thank you, sir. Or ma'am.
Of course. You leave a very confused gentleman behind as you head down through the streets, winding, knowing the general direction you should be heading since you've come out this way, Testa, and eventually arriving at the large yard, the even larger backyard beyond the fairly small in comparison house, the single wooden stand.
It smells really
in
nice
front.
over here. What is that?
Probably the flowers.
Oh, yeah, flowers.
Speaking of which, I think I
haven't
need to
been
get a
over
new one.
Yeah, that one's kind of.
It's kind
Mashed.
of starting to will. I just throw it.
Throw it into the streets.
I go and pick it back up. You can't just throw it away.
I mean, I can.
It's my bag then.
As you stand about having this conversation, you hear the shut of a door. Look over and watch as the familiar small individual approaches. Ah. Welcome back. I don't recognize this one, but welcome.
Hi, I'm Rico.
Yeah, this is Rico.
Welcome. What can I help you with? I presume this must be different since your tabaxi friend isn't here.
She had something she had to go do. She told us, but I forgot already. We need to... Do you have any potions for sale?
I have the required ingredients for them, yes.
Yeah, she said that's what we were supposed to do, is getting potions or ingredients.
Yes.
How many should we buy?
I mean, well, how much do you charge for all the ingredients?
It, of course, depends on what level of potion.
Just the
cheap
normal
stuff.
ones.
I could give you the base ingredients needed for an attempt at a potion for half the cost of what you would typically find.
And those go for like...
So
50?
20 gold then.
25 actually. That's.
Are you sure? Because I was just somewhere and they... Anyway.
Okay,
25
so
gold.
if that's the case, we can get 4 of them and only spend 100 gold.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad. So should we do that then? She didn't tell us how many to get.
Let's get 5, because he did just say attempt to make a potion. What if we messed one up?
Well, it wouldn't be our fault to be the cats.
Yeah, so let's get 5.
Okay, just for backup?
Yeah.
Let's do that. We want 5 sets of ingredients, please.
Oh. Very well.
And also, I need another of those white flowers like
One
I
of these
got the other
ones.
day.
Just in better condition.
Very well, I can do that. I suppose the two of you should probably come sit in the lounge. It'll take me a moment to gather such an order.
How big is this lounge we walk into?
As he leads you into the house, it's large enough for you to be in. Your tall human frame, the top of your head is maybe an inch or 2 from the ceiling. You get a similar feel to when you'd been investigating your previous halfling house.
I walk in, he goes off, I just very carefully sit down right in the middle of the floor.
I'll be back shortly. Do feel free to rest. He then walks away back through the same direction that you had been led in your previous time here.
Are you keeping track of how much gold he's got? Okay.
And
Sure.
it's about 10 minutes later that he comes back, a fairly sizable, almost a third of the size of the halfling. Alright, here are the ingredients for, you said 5, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
5 uses. And I've also got you this for a replacement.
Thank you.
With the total order, I won't even concern myself with that. It'll be 125 gold.
Okay. 125 gold.
Done.
Excellent, excellent.
Count out the gold, because it's apparently in my backpack. Here you go.
You
Put back
slide
in
it
the
over, he kind of just moves the pile to the side a bit, and kicks the sack of ingredients over next to you.
I tie it to the end of my hammer, so it looks like a hobo sack. Thank you, sir.
Of
Or
course.
ma'am. I'm sorry, I'm working on my being polite to people.
Good.
Yeah.
Can I help either of you with anything else?
I mean,
A friend of mine can summon an owl. Do you have any of the stuff needed for that?
Is this through a
It's
an
magic.
actual? Is it a physical being or
Well,
an
I mean, it looked
illusion?
pretty real. It could fly, and it could like harass things.
I'm going to guess that it is the fairly common familiar.
Yes,
magics.
familiar. That's what he called it. That's what he called it.
I can supply you with that as well here.
Can we get some of that too? Some of the stuff needed for that. Sorry, I didn't think about it. I didn't think and make the
I
connection.
can certainly do that.
Just enough for one.
Just a single. Very well. That'll just give me a moment.
Sorry, I
It
forgot.
vanishes.
Forgot.
And it's just a
We don't need to
few
go to the magic store.
few moments later. He returns with a much smaller collection of materials. There you go. One use would be 10 gold.
Pull the money out. 10 gold.
Excellent.
Put that away. Or no, I'll take the herbs and like kind of slide them gently into where we have the potion making stuff. All right.
Someone want to make a note that we got that form so we don't forget next week.
It's on my list of things.
Oh, okay.
So thank you for your time,
Have
sir.
a good day. And do return.
Yes.
You might not see us for a while, Declan, but
Oh.
it's been good.
Well, best of.
We're going to Gin Hat.
Oh, and best, I really mean it. Then best of luck.
Thanks. And I leave.
All right, now we just need to get a mule, right?
And let me check my list here. Is the mule the only thing left on our list?
You need scroll cases
Oh, right. So we
and a mule.
scroll cases. So where do you think the best place to buy a scroll case would be? They didn't have them at the general store.
Something tells me probably at the magic shop.
To the magic shop then.
You
I head straight there because I know where
wind
that's at. I went
through
there
the
twice in one day.
streets. And about half an hour later, find yourself entering into the now semi-familiar shop. You've been here a couple of times.
It's a halfling who owns this one too. Hello, sir.
Oh, it's you all again. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes.
I'm afraid I don't have any more work.
Right. We need scroll cases.
No, is that all?
2 of them. Do you have one in pink?
I'm afraid it's not a very standard color.
Sorry.
It's okay.
What about red?
What about white?
I can do a tan. I do have a whitish and a dark black.
Let's get the whitish one for you, and we'll get the dark black one for Rowan.
That sounds good.
Perfect.
Excellent. Just those things.
Think
I think so.
Yeah.
Should we? Now you can buy his own. Yeah, that's it. Wait, do we want more parchment? Do you sell parchment?
I have fine parchments of the quality for scroll work. Yes.
Should we?
I don't know if we need that. I mean, I got a whole like thing of parchment here.
Okay, then I don't think we
I've
need
got
it.
10 sheets as well.
I don't think we need it then.
So just the.
Just the scroll cases. Actually,
Actually, I'm not.
I would like to buy the stuff for what did he Declan say it was? Familiar. For a familiar. My friend can cast the spell.
Ah.
And I'd like to buy him a gift.
Familiar materials.
Yes, that. Something about herbs and
A
charcoal.
single.
Just one.
Just one. Very well. I should have that stuff on hand.
That'll come out of my own personal.
I will go gather it. In the meantime, here are your scroll cases.
you. And how much are those?
They are going to be 2 gold apiece, so 4 gold total.
Is that bad?
You should see. Wait. How about 3 gold for the 2 of them?
Roll persuasion.
Only because it was 87. Natural 20.
Including that, since you are also purchasing the materials and that is a decent bit on top, that is fine. So including the 2 scrolls and the materials for your summon familiar, you will be looking at 13.
I'll pull 3 out of the main bag, and then 10 of my own.
I'll be right back with the materials. Let's see, then goes away, coming back a short bit later with a small pouch.
Take that pouch and put it inside the. And scroll cases. Here's yours. And this will go into my bag for.
It's white-ish.
That is what I said.
I think that's all we needed, sir.
Well, thank you. Do feel free to stop by again. Who knows, I may have work.
What else do we need?
I was thinking of sending stones, but
Oh. They're not with us.
ironically, they would be really useful right now.
I think sending stones are really expensive.
250 gold, I think.
Is that? I thought they were like 1,500 or something
Oh, no.
crazy.
No, sending stones
they're
are like
uncommon.
they're uncommon. They're
It's
cheap.
an uncommon magical item.
Yeah, uncommons are 1 to 500.
So I think everything but the mule.
Yeah.
So, do we want to go get the mule now, or do we want to wait and buy one as we're leaving?
I mean, let's go get it now. That way we can introduce ourselves and let him get comfortable with us. Or we just start
Or
throwing
her.
stuff out.
Perfect idea. And I start heading off where I
Or
think
that.
the stables are. I have no idea.
Locks and a chip.
Roll a straight intelligence check.
Perfect.
Do I have any idea where it is?
Roll a history check.
It's a 19.
It's pretty good. That's
I rolled an extra 19.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
You would recall it, Kesta, having passed by it on your ways into and out of Maanoris. You don't recall having ever seen it, Rico, but your general sense of city planning makes you think that if you were going to make a stable, you'd probably want to be at the focal entry point of the city.
I bet we gotta go this way, and I just walk.
You just turn down the street, heading towards the exit entrance of the city itself. You follow?
Oh yeah. If that's the joke.
Yeah, you can definitely assume. That's where I saw it. So, but you make your way there. About another 20 minutes later, arriving.
Okay.
There's a few horses, not overly nice, but a fairly nice wagon on the side of the stable as well at the moment.
That's a decent wagon, but we're not here for a wagon. Knock on the door. Or is there someone out there?
As you approach, someone comes around the corner.
Hi.
Oh, hello. You don't have any horses. You're
No,
looking to buy.
we're looking to buy a pack mule named Bert.
Does it specifically have to be named that already? You can name it whatever you want once you buy it.
I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be.
No, but I mean, if we can
If you already
keep
have
it-
one named Bert, it'd be perfect.
I don't have.
we don't want it to get confused.
I've only got the one mule, but
What's his name?
it's a her. I just call her Sammy.
We'll buy it.
How much are pack mules?
Well,
We've never really bought one of these before. I mean, is it like
Don't
10,
negotiator.
10 gold, 15 gold?
well, seeing as she's my only one right now, I'll let you have her for 12 gold.
See, that's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Really, I expect him to be more expensive than that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not like you're getting a riding horse. or
Yeah,
anything.
well, we don't plan on riding the mule. No, we don't plan on riding the mule.
I wouldn't recommend it for long stretches.
No. That sounds like a terrible thing to do to a mule. Yeah, we'd like to buy it.
Alright, well, I guess I'll take the coin and...
Oh, we also need, what's it called that you put on a horse, or not a horse, on a pack mule?
You're gonna need, food for one. I'm just gonna tell
Food,
you that.
that's
'cause
important too.
you
Yeah,
all
we
seem-
forgot we had to
you
feed the
seem
pack
a little
mule.
confused,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I don't want it...
They sent me shopping, and I don't really do shopping.
I love shopping,
but,
but
I mean,
I've never bought a mule.
I get that sense both ways from you. But I'll let you know. You're gonna want to get some food.
Mm-hmm.
You're
That
gonna want
makes sense.
some
Perfect sense.
saddlebags, something of the sort.
It's got to be able to carry things.
Otherwise, you're just draping your bags over
Yeah.
top of it.
That makes perfect sense too.
But I can get you both that here. Depends how much food you be needing.
Well, it's gonna take us like
We'll need at least enough to get to Stratson. I think
Yeah,
that's the
to
first
Stratson.
place.
that's how far we'll be going to start.
Alright, that's only too far. I can easily do that.
We can pick up more in Stratson on our way to,
Yeah. Give us a few days extra though.
Alright.
just in case we get waylaid along the way.
Alright.
Good thinking, Kesta.
Then
Where are we going again?
you just want a single set of
Gin.
Gin Hat.
you just want a single set of bags for it.
Yeah, I really don't think we need more than that, right?
No, are there any
If we
like,
if we need more, we can get more later.
are there any like special attachments that you can put on it so you can like for special items?
I don't quite know what you're talking about.
Like you got the saddle bag and then like maybe
Yeah.
like some racks or something that you can like hang.
It's a mule, not
Put
a
drying
wagon.
racks on the mule.
I've got a wagon if you're interested.
No, we were told not to get a wagon.
Yeah, I don't think
That was my first thought, but I was told no.
no wagon. Just the mule's fine.
Alright.
How much can she carry?
Let's see. She's capable of carrying a little over 400 pounds, I'd say.
It's a
in total.
strong mule.
Yeah, and that's comfortable for.
I mean, she can handle it. I mean, you carry 300 plus pounds. I doubt it's comfortable.
Right. All right, well, that's good enough for me. One saddlebag, food, and Sammy, please.
Yeah, and Sammy.
I thought you said Sandy.
The mule can carry more than I can.
I mean, you can probably still name her Bert if you want. I don't think that she's going to particularly care.
I might still name her Bert. Yeah.
All right. I'll give you 8 days of food.
How long is it going to take us to get to Stratton? 6 days? Stratton?
It might take you 5-6 days.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
And then with the saddlebags on top, you're gonna be looking at 5 gold total.
It's not bad. We got a mule and bags and food for 15 gold. That's not how math works. 17 gold. Which we thought we were going to pay 15 for the mule.
Yeah, that's true.
I would never send them shopping by themselves again.
Okay. It sounds like a deal to me.
Sounds good to me.
Excellent.
Can we go meet Sammy?
Sure, I suppose so. Let me take the coin from you. And he grabs a set of saddlebags from the side of the shop. All right, this way.
What's our total?
I'm going to do that math right now. It's 230.
The total wasn't 15, the total was 17.
17.
Yeah, so I messed up the math.
232. That's how much we've spent.
Yep. Not bad, actually, for all the stuff we bought.
But you're led around, meet Sammy. Not the most physically fit mule you've ever seen, but you've certainly seen worse as well.
Hey!
Still definitely some years left in your life.
You're a sturdy little thing, aren't you?
I've had her for about I think I bought her about 2 years back.
She's done good work for you?
Yeah, I just use her around here. She gets things about the city for me usually.
Nice. She's going to be a good mule. Let me write down her actual name.
I'll put on my glove and
Glove on the
Sammy.
good Sammy.
roll an animal handling check.
Okay.
It senses your fear.
It's a 15, so 15.
If you there's a bit of a rustle from it as you touch it, and then it just goes back to just lazily standing there as you all surround it.
Nice. So, I think that's everything we need. How long have we been shopping? Should we take your glove off?
Since you left Katya, it's probably nearing a couple of hours.
Okay, so we can't drag her through the city, or We wouldn't drag her. We can't walk her through the city to the inn. So should we just keep her here for the night? What time of the day is it right now?
It's maybe 2:30, 3 in the afternoon top.
So do we keep her here overnight, or do we want to head out soon?
I don't know. Are we heading out today?
I don't know.
I mean, we do want to beat the Thunder Towns.
Oh wait, no. We wanted. I don't know what's going on.
Can we keep Sammy here for a little while? Maybe overnight?
That's fine.
Perfect.
I won't even charge you for it.
Nice. Let's go find the cat.
Yeah, and then we'll figure out our plan, and then we'll be back.
Very
If it's
well.
been a couple hours, I'm probably back at the end.
Okay.
All right. What'd you say she was doing? Going for a walk?
Yeah, she was something about Linderpop.
Right.
Actually, I just said I was going for a walk. I didn't tell
Okay,
you guys that. I just
something
told him
about a walk.
that's what I was doing.
All right. Time to search for her.
Yeah. Well, I don't really want to do that. So I would rather just, if you want to search for her, that's fine. But let's just go back to the inn, and I can start gathering up all the stuff we left there.
Okay.
Get everything
Right.
tallied up, and then when we're all back together, we can decide when we're gonna leave.
Okay. So I'll escort you back to the inn so you can gather all your crap, and then I'll go find the cat.
Okay.
Sounds good. Maybe Rowan will be awake.
Maybe.
Lazy bum.
So you escort Kesta back through the city of Maanoris to the Featherlight Rest?
Yeah, where we've been staying.
Yep.
As you arrive walking into the much smaller lounge than that of the Gilded that you had spent your lunch hours at, you immediately see Katya tinkering at
Oh, hey.
either...
Look at that. She's already here. 2 birds, 1 bush.
Yes.
Go gather your stuff, and we can make sure we get we got everything we went shopping for.
Oh, fantastic.
Pretty much everything we went shopping for. We didn't get a meat drying rack,
Okay.
but I don't think we're gonna need one. At least from here to the next place that we're going. What's the next? Stratson. Stratson. Wherever we're going. I don't think we'll need one. It's only like 4 days
5,
from here?
6 days.
Right. 8 days from here.
I dropped the stuff that we had bought kind of at the table.
Oh, and I got these for you.
Went upstairs
Nice.
to gather up the other stuff.
Pull the thing off of my hammer, set it down. But not these. And I pull the 2 small bags out. These are for you.
Oh, thank you.
That's enough for 5 potions.
I put my tinkering stuff away. What time is it? Do I have time to make a potion?
If you were not leaving today,
Are we leaving today?
Oh, we gotta wait for her. She's gonna go tally up all her stuff, and then we gotta figure it out.
Okay. So I'll wait for her to come back down. Now I'm torn between which kid.
So how much have we totally spent?
We have 268 gold of our party.
We still have 268 gold left.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I know, right? We only spent 17 on the mule.
What?
Yeah.
What? If you paid more than like 8 gold for a mule, you overpaid. This better be a spectacular mule.
Why? I mean, yeah, mules aren't that expensive. I mean, we got food. We got.
It's a mule! It eats the grass that we're walking by!
Well, maybe next time you should come shopping with us so we know what we're getting.
I really thought that... Oh, yeah, you know what? You might be right.
We got the mule. We got the pack bags for the mule. We got food for the mule. Hi, Kesta. Apparently we paid too much for the mule.
I don't think so. It's
Right?
reasonable.
I thought it was great. Her name's Sammy, but we'll call her Bert.
Yeah, she's quite a nice mule, too.
Okay.
She's mad because we spent too much.
I don't think mad is the word. I think
I didn't even
exasperated
tell her
is
that we
the
really
word.
didn't. We saved some money on buying some of the stuff from the magic shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saved 2 gold there. No, we only saved 1 gold, didn't we? We saved 1 gold there.
Yeah. We did that haggling stuff.
Yeah.
That you taught me about.
We should work on that some more.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, if it works like that, yeah.
I see now why everyone doesn't want to come out of his room. Right, well, do we want to take off today, or do we want to wait until tomorrow?
I don't care.
I mean, like I said to you, we do want to beat the Thunder Towns.
I do like that.
I don't care.
Right, well, start packing things up.
Apparently we're leaving now.
I grab the stuff that's for
All right.
Rowan, go
Onward to
upstairs.
adventure.
Open that lock for me, dear.
He just opens the door.
Oh, he does? Okay. I was gonna have Trick open it for me. This is your stuff. We're leaving in 1 hour. Meet at the stables.
Very well. He just takes it and starts gathering up his stuff mid-depression.
He's getting me fine. Oh. You should write a letter to your parents. We all did, letting them know where you're going.
No, we didn't.
That's right. He doesn't know that, though.
So, waiting for you guys to get out of your stuff. I'm just sitting there with a hammer and a shield, like, waiting. The backpack on.
I come back down because all my stuff is with me.
Hmm?
I don't have much stuff, it turns out.
If
Me
you
either.
have everything, then an hour later you all
I tie my tent on top
gather
of
up
Yes. I had a tent.
and begin working your way through the streets, leaving Maanoris.
Mm-hmm.
As you exit Maanoris, begin working your way down the street you had just been traveling down earlier this day. The city of Stratson, days away down it. That's where we're going to take a break.
All right.
We did get our mule and stuff, just
Yeah.
to be clear. Yeah.
No, you decided to say we headed back home after you paid for it.
All right.
Overpaid for her.
If anything, we underpaid for her. She's a nice
Now that I
mule.
see this mule, we definitely did not underpay. In fact, we're
she's
going
good
to need to make sure we strengthen this mule up so that we get our money's worth out of her.
Hey, be right back.
Hey, I'm Rico. Rico Del Rico. Fame, glory, money. What more can a guy ask for? Besides, I've been fighting monsters and wolves my entire life. At least that's what I tell everyone. How hard can it be? Starting your own adventuring crew, going out to help Keybric clear out its problems with monsters, all in a day's work with someone with my strength and smile.
My name is Kesta Vanille, and now that I'm 15 and a grown adult, I need to get a job of my own. I don't really know yet what I'm going to be doing, and these guys are a little weird, but I guess they'll do for adventuring partners. I don't think they appreciate my value yet, but I am used to people doubting me, and I do not back down from a challenge.
My name is Rowan Leandel. I have been instructed in the ancient elven art of blade singing, and am now looking to make a name for myself as a prominent adventurer. With my practiced blade and skill in the arcane arts, rising above the average trash of Keybric will be quick and easy.
I'm really not into talking without having something to say. The others do that enough. Someone needs to keep an eye on things. That is why I stay in the shadows, ready to pounce. If you need me, I'll be keeping an eye on things.
welcome back.
Thank you.
Enjoyed your break. As you all leave the city of Maanoris behind, traveling, your first couple of days go.
I spend the first few days getting to know Sammy/Bert.
Okay. It's very willing to just go with it, Mule. There's very little that you seem to have to struggle with her to get her along the way. Every so often she'll stop, but just a quick pull on her and she's back on the path, following alongside.
You're a good mule.
Worth every penny.
Yep. Copper. Worth every copper.
Yeah.
What are these strange pennies you say?
Apparently that's what rich people call copper.
Yes. We hardly use it, so we forgot what it's called.
Basically.
Yep.
So we're going to yet another city I've never been in.
Yep.
You would have had to have passed close by Stratson to make it to Maanoris. However, had you not wanted to stop, there's nothing making you. But as you make it into the evening of your third day of travel, the light fading, getting to the point where the previous few days you've started looking for a decent area to make camp. You look about, eventually finding a spot off the road a bit, or you can continue pressing on. However, you've got just enough light left at this point to use it to make camp.
That sounds good.
Yeah, build a fire.
Yeah. I'm not
Use
sure
one of
able to
the-
make any potions until we get
Use one of the
Stratson,
pittons
so.
to tie Sammy down.
Fair.
I'm personally really glad that we bought Sammy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to carry all this.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
I'll take the saddlebags off of her so she can have a rest
It
too.
isn't actually that much stuff, is it? Like, it's all stuff that we normally carry.
I mean, not 84 days worth of rations.
I mean, if you space them out between people, you should be
Oh, we absolutely could, but that's why we bought a package so we don't have to. What if one of us fell down a ravine and we lose all of our stuff, but now we don't have to worry about that because we have a pack mule?
I mostly didn't want to carry these. I packed the bins.
The empty bins that are like lightweight wicker baskets.
Yeah, they may be lightweight, but they're awkward. Hitting your shoulders all day long. I'm much happier with Sammy carrying our stuff. Sambert.
Sambert.
Sambert. Okay.
I like it.
I feel like you have definitely lived a very different life than me.
I mean, probably. I had money.
Yeah. Clearly.
Whoa! A little bit of tact.
What do you mean?
Just gonna go like. See.
Haven't you ever heard
Go
curiosity
sit
kill
on
a
the
cat?
other side of the fire next to
In
Sambert.
this case, keep saying something like that, the cat's gonna kill you.
Okay.
Yeah, so just, that was...
I'm not judging you. It's okay to not have a lot of money, but
It's okay.
It's okay to be poor.
I regret writing to my mother to make you tiny cakes now.
We don't know that happened.
I'd literally say that right now.
Your mom can make cakes?
Yes. She makes very
Just
nice.
don't give her any, but I'd like some. I wasn't mean to you.
I go curl up in my little spot, wait for my lunch.
Wait for your what?
My watch.
Or your watch. As I said lunch, I'm like, it's dinner time. Okay.
Who are you, rich girl?
So your first watch then, me second watch?
yeah, I'll be first watch. Katya, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I just... You started it.
I'm sorry, but it's your fault.
I lay down and go to sleep. You guys set up your tents?
No, if it's not gonna look, if it doesn't look like it's gonna rain, I just curl up.
If it doesn't look like it will be too cloudy, as you all go about setting camp up, getting the fire going, setting your tents up, give me perception checks.
Natural
Okay,
20.
I'm on fire on these perceptions.
16.
Not that fire, okay. 23.
You would all suddenly hear the snapping of twigs and wood to your side as you'd look over and see maybe about 40 feet away or so the quick advancement, not rushing straight towards you, but fairly quick paced advancement of a single very large wolf, which every so often, it seems very agitated, and every so often stops and begins roughly scratching at either
Whoa.
side of it before coming back towards you.
Is that a wolf?
That is a wolf. What's wrong with it?
I'm going to stand between the wolf and Sambert. I'm going to pull out a ration and just kind of throw it at the wolf.
You're the wolf expert.
Yeah, I've never seen a wolf do that before.
Pretty sure I figured out earlier all they was throw at wolves.
As you throw the ration towards it, it seems to jut in the direction of it, and with your check as it does, you see a strange bit of fogginess with its eyes, and it then just becomes very aggressive and rushing towards you as you have to roll initiative.
That is a natural 20. I am so ready to pounce on
There
this
we
wolf.
go.
I got a 20. Not
We
natural.
are so good at life.
Yes.
Please don't let this wolf kill me.
I got a 4.
And there we are.
Someone kick
Natural
Rowan
20
and tell him to stop
20 for
sucking.
Katya and Rico.
Yep.
And then 4.
And 4.
Hopefully this is the only wolf, and so...
Then as that gets set up, we will bring out the map and we can go to So as you see it advancing towards you, still not a beeline, you get the sense that it's kind of having a hard time at the moment, but it certainly is fully aware of your location now as you've tossed the sack of rations in its general direction.
Just a ration, not a whole
well,
sack, to be clear. I'm not feeding all my fruit.
But as it starts advancing more aggressively, Katya, you will be the first to react.
But it definitely seems aggressive.
Yes, it may not know what it's being aggressive towards, but it's being aggressive.
Nope, keys though. I can move Yala. I'm gonna try to come up
Next to it. And I'm gonna stand there, and I'm going to I'm gonna hold my action to, if it tries to attack me, I'm going to attack it back. But I will be like, shh, it's okay, and hold down another ration.
Roll a perception check.
Unless it looks obviously rabid. 20?
As you get right up on it and begin trying to calm it and prepare to
Don't eat
strike
us.
if it does, you start to notice underneath the thick fur of it, there seems to be the occasional bit of rustling in the hair.
Nope, let's kill it. I changed my mind.
So you just strike at it
Yeah,
then?
screw that. I miss, because that's weird, and I'm assuming a 10 doesn't hit.
No.
Yeah. It's got something underneath its fur, under its skin, I try again. Nope.
So you just
Nope.
claw out at it, missing both times, just your claws digging through it. You feel something fairly sizable, about a little bit larger than your hand, that you brush against as you strike it.
Like in its fur?
Yes.
There is something fairly large in its fur. It's really weird. Someone come help me kill this.
As you hear that, Rico.
I'm gonna move up. Well, it's a good thing you're trying to get it out. Maybe it's just mad because there's something in its fur.
I just look like I'm poking.
You're just combing it.
I'm gonna move up to the wolf and try to help her get it out of its fur.
How?
Trying to grab it, whatever it is moving around.
Give me an investigation check.
Nice. That's a 10.
It's hard to really search through it, as the wolf is by no means
Oh, yeah, I know.
being still.
Yeah.
And it's hard to really tell what is it's moving because of the wolf and what is not, so you're unable to really find anything to pull out.
This just looks like, stop. Calm down, wolf. We're trying to help you. This doesn't really seem like there's actually anything here. And then that'll be my turn.
Alrighty then. After that,
Oh, right. I'm guessing the wolf goes before you.
Probably. Yeah.
let's see. Actually, it's gonna.
It's really just a pet grooming session.
As you see suddenly the wolf again yelp in pain and begin raising a leg up to scratch at an area, you having spotted the area in its hair, watch as something begins to emerge from it and a massive insect comes leaping out towards you.
Yeah.
As the two of you right up on it, Katya and Rico can give me nature checks.
Are you really sure we can?
3.
I got a 10.
Solid rolls there.
It's hard to really tell what this is. You've certainly never seen anything like this, of this size at least. You can't really get a heads or tails of what type of insect this is. However, it is going to attempt and bite at you, Katya.
That seems fair.
And a 16 to hit.
That
will
is my
just
AC.
hit.
Remember your abilities, stupid.
You will take 5 piercing damage as its needle-like mouth pierces in, biting into you, and it becomes attached to the side of your arm. Its legs reached around, kind of lightly pressing in on the front and back of your torso. And give me a con save.
Oh, that's okay. Ooh. 17?
Oh, you succeed that.
Turn into yes, creepy crab.
Wolf again yelps in pain from the opposite side before it's even able to start scratching as the leg shoots up on the far side of it. However, another large thing leaps out towards you, Rico. It's going to try and bite at you as it flies by you, but a 14. As it goes to bite in at you, its needle-like mouth seems to just impact into your metal armor as it then just lightly lands, scuttling around to face you once more, its long nostril-like mouth up towards you. And then the wolf's going to try and bite you as well, Rico. But miss.
Go, Rico.
He's gonna nip at me and just leg it, huh?
He feels better.
He bites it.
He
You're welcome
seems
for the
to-
help, dog.
After the 2 bits of pain it seemed to feel, and then the large insects leaping from it, well, certainly not, you didn't see any change in its health overall. It seemed to just now be blindly lumbering away. And Kesta.
Alright, I'm gonna move up and over one, kind of that way. What the heck are those things? And
Roll a nature check.
that is a 4.
Yep, you can't recognize this either.
As I said, what the heck are those things? Kill it with fire, I guess. Firebolt.
Which one?
I'm gonna go with the one next to Rico, since that's the closer one to me. 21?
Yeah.
For 3 damage.
Maybe fire will kill it better.
Right, as you slam a firebolt into the side of it, it skids to the side. You watch as a black mark appears across the thick insect hide of it. It looks back towards you, but then just scuttles back around, facing towards Rico once more.
Yep, I'm just gonna kind of
Like, yeah, you don't want any of this.
very tiny steps back as I am my turn.
Katya.
Katya is going to try to claw the crap out of this thing on my arm. That is a 20, unnaturally,
Now what?
for 6 damages. I'm going to keep White Claw a whole lot more. That is a natural 20.
Break into it real good with your second attempt.
So 9.
That's another nat
That
20.
is another natural 20.
Nice.
That is a really good
I
fight.
really don't like this thing. 4, so 8. Get
Yeah.
off of me!
Had multiple deep claw attacks into it, ripping out the shell-like.
And I'm gonna
Carapace.
turn, still in that space, but be like, Rico, get it off!
It continues to flail about on the side of her arm.
I need help.
And I'll bring it to you, Rico.
I look at the one in front of me. No, look at Katya. Back at the one in front of me. And swing at the one on Katya.
Alright.
Oh, wait, no. It's still technically in that space, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So I have
that's
to
why I
move.
turned. Is it moving with me if I turn? Is it attached to me?
Well, I mean, you're technically grappled.
Okay, so you wouldn't be able to
your
move it because you're the
movement
grapple
speed is
lady.
0.
Oh, okay. So you can't just turn? Then?
No, it still requires movement speed
That's a
to
shame.
pull a creature.
Realizing I can't see the one on her back, and I swing down at the one in front of me.
Okay.
13.
That just hits it.
Hey, I'm going to smite it.
Okay.
Right there's another D8. Decent damage. 12, 16.
Nice.
Good job.
That is 9 bludgeoning and then 7 radiant.
Yep, it seems to take all of it as you smack heavily into it. A bit of crack appears before the radiant burn sears out.
Kind of dealing with something else here. That'll be my turn.
Alright. That will bring it to the one on Katya.
If it's going to attack her again, give it disadvantage.
At the start of its turn, you will lose 4 points worth of hit points for blood loss as it continues to start sucking the blood out.
Are we fighting giant mosquitoes? What's going on here?
It's it.
I don't know.
Give me another con save.
Come on, buddy. 13?
Succeeds still.
Nice.
As that will bring it to the one on the side of Rico,
My
who's
new
going to
favorite
try and
guy.
bite at him once more, this time going for the knees.
This time with feeling.
And again, this time you just jump back as it lunges in at you.
Go, Rico.
And the
Kill it.
wolf, you hear it continue to flee further and further away. Kesta.
Okay, Katya, I'm gonna move up a little bit. I might be able to grab it.
Gotcha.
One more. You know what? Screw this. Get it off her, and I'm gonna fire. Let me ask first. Does it look in any way like harmed or like? Does it look very beat up from her clawing
Oh yeah.
at it?
I mean, there's some definite clear gouges through its carapace.
Then I'm gonna kind of stand between them. I'm gonna fire 2 off magic missiles at the one on her and one at the other one.
Okay.
So the 2 on Katya will be 5 damage,
It's great.
and the one on 5 damage for the one.
Isn't that the way it always goes?
As 2 of them arc off to your right, impacting the awkwardly positioned insect. One of them slams into the one on the ground next to Rico. They both heavily bounce about on it, but get their feet and again start going about their business. One continues to just, you can feel a bit of pull from your insides every so often, a very strange sensation.
Ooh, making me,
Yeah, this is freaking
making
me
me
out.
feel weird.
This is as bad
You
as
do
the
this to
spider
me,
stuff.
Bo. That's really all. I fire those off and I'm done.
Katya.
I'm going to crawl. I assume that like it would be strength to try to pull this thing off, like away from me. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's not a death grip it's got you in, so it wouldn't be extremely difficult, but it would be
Very
strength
strong.
related.
I'm just gonna claw the crap out. 23
No hit?
for 5.
Alright. Still
Still there. I
There
will keep
continues
point flurry of blows.
raking and pulling into the sections that you've cut into.
Ooh, 15
That hits.
for 5 damages. Last one. 17.
Hits.
Be a bigger number. Okay. 7 damages. Please be
Continue
dead.
slashing into it,
Get
ripping
off
more and
of
more of
me.
it. It scurries about, repositioning as best as it can, and continues to latch on to you.
No, no, get off of me.
Very persistent.
That's all I got. I can't. That's wrong.
Rico.
Pico.
Aha, found it. I'm gonna swing down with the one in front of me still.
Alright.
That's 25.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, is the one time I don't activate my thing that gives it so I crit on 19s and 20s.
I was just thinking that.
Oh.
It's a long day.
I know, that was pretty good.
I will not smite this one. It should be a normal hit. For 8.
Still good.
Another crack in the thick shell of it about. It impacts it into the ground heavily, though it pushes itself back up and continues to
They
scurry
just
about.
won't stay down.
Get it off of me.
Anything else?
Nope, that'll be my turn.
Alright, and that will bring it to the one still attached to you, Katya.
They won't die.
And you will lose 6 points of health. And give me another con save.
Come on, buddy. 14.
Oh, still good. As it continues to just pull and suck the blood out of your shoulder.
Something I realized is Rowan's not here, so all the dice are performing well.
That must be it.
As the other large, strange insect that none of you can figure out what it is leaps up towards the thigh of Rico. Hey, that's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
I'll do it.
For 3 piercing.
So 0.
Yes, so no damage. However, it does impact just barely.
What the?
So I need you to make a con save.
It's a 10.
And you will fail.
Yay! Maybe I shouldn't have made fun of Rowan.
You are now poisoned for the next hour.
Oh. I really don't want to fail that.
And that will then bring it to Kesta.
Yeah. All right.
You can do it, Kesta.
Okay, you're gross. Get off of her. And I'm gonna firebolt him.
Alright.
That's a 24.
That hits.
2.
You're hitting them.
And yeah, that's me. That's what
Gotcha.
I do.
Gotcha. Claws the crap out of this thing on me. I don't like it. It's a 22?
Yep.
Yeah. For 6 damages.
Kati over here is just swinging for the fences on every attack.
Get this thing off
You're
of
just
me.
ripping more and more sections of it away, though it continues to try and
Keep
hide from
point
your
flurry of
strikes.
blows because this thing for some reason is not dead yet. Crap. 11?
Just misses.
Yeah. Try again. 16?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
8 damages.
Max damage of 8.
There's another rip into it.
Yes.
It continues to
Oh.
hold on to you, but it is now barely moving around.
It's a good 1
Somebody
HP
had to
or
miss
something.
that one attack or whatever. Get it off of me! That's my first
You
turn.
continue to feel it now a little bit weaker, but the sensation within your veins is still present.
Yeah.
And Rico.
I'll swing down at this one. Disadvantage for poison. 8.
That will miss.
Yup. That's my turn.
And that'll bring it to the one embedded in Katya.
How are you looking,
I
Kati?
only have 9 health left.
Oh.
That's about to suck my life
5
up.
piercing.
I only have 4 health left.
And another con save.
Come on, buddy. You've been doing really good. No. It's a 4.
And, okay, well, you are also poisoned for the next hour.
Apparently I can do other things. That's exciting.
There might be time on how long you're poisoned.
No. That makes sense.
And then back to the other one, which is just barely embedded in you, but it is enough for it to just automatically start draining your blood for 3, so nothing.
Nom nom.
Oh, is it still considered piercing damage?
No, it's blood loss. That's a good
I
point.
was gonna
So-
say it's not.
Yes,
It's
aha,
not.
It gets by that. Take your 3 damage.
I could have been like, yeah, no damage at all from this thing sucking my blood, but no, it's
If I just, it's like it adds the same thing. It's just 3.
nope. Yeah, it's only from piercings, slashing, and
Yeah.
bloodstain.
Yep,
The
yep.
physical stuffs.
All right, and give me a con save. You're already poisoned. Never mind.
I'm already poisoned. Haha!
Kesta.
Can't
One
be poisoned.
off of her.
Save me, Gasta!
That's another 24.
Yep. As you unleash another firebolt at it.
That's not the dice.
Just roll a d12.
I don't know,
for
I
it.
kind of
That is a 1 damage.
It is still alive. fully within your range to kill.
Why?
Now it's completely fully within the range now.
No, it was. He could have easily killed it with a D10. Just not with a 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get killed by a freaking bot.
Luckily, you have a chance to kill it yourself at disadvantage.
Katya.
I'm
Unless
going.
you have something else.
Oh yeah. No.
No, okay.
I'm gonna try to claw this thing, although I'm feeling quite woozy. Woo!
That's a good hit.
Hey!
That was a 16 and 11 with disadvantage.
17.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get the frick
Is
off
it dead?
of me. 5 damages.
Still alive.
I'm gonna try to claw it again! Come on! No, that's a nat 1.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Because you're
Luckily I can't
now
drop my
starting to
weapons.
get woozy
Might be
yourself.
assault you.
me.
I forgot.
Slicing claw attacks are now just turning into strange pettings.
It's okay. It's okay. Just get off of me. That's all I
Anything else?
got.
Rico.
I used all my key points.
Kesta looks like she's, or not Kesta, Katya looks like she's about to go down. So I will. Don't know what to do here. Yeah, I'll cure wounds. Just cast a cure wounds. You'll get 6 HP back.
Feels a little better.
As the blood starts picking up
Oh,
and you momentarily.
thank you for that.
Uh huh.
Anything else?
No, that's all I can do. My action.
That'll bring it to its turn.
Yeah.
And 3 piercing, or not piercing, but blood loss.
I still have more damages, or more health than before.
And the one attached to Rico. 5 blood loss damage.
This combat started off so well.
I know, we were doing so good.
And Kesta.
Well, I feel like my damage is counted down. So it's been 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna get back up to 10. So we're gonna finish this thing off.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do with a natural 20.
There you
Come
go.
on,
In before roll 2 damage.
please.
That's 9 total.
Thank you.
You take a moment focusing on it, your anger building in you like a fire. You unleash it, slamming into it, and it's ripped from the shoulder of Katya and falls in a burning heap dead.
And just because I'm upset, I'm gonna go ahead and quicken a spell, and I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna firebolt the one on Rico too. For 9. So no.
As you just unleash a second one, it just heavily impacts the ground.
Okay, that didn't work, but I got it off you, Katya.
I appreciate that. Ow.
And Katya, you're up.
Gonna move over and try to claw at that one that's on him, although I still feel quite woozy.
Did you just roll double 3s?
I did. It's a 9.
Miss.
Well, stop moving, Rico. That is a natural 20 and a 14, so 20 unnaturally.
That'll hit.
Alright, there we go. I got it. 5 damages.
Good. We can
Alright.
kill 2 bugs.
We can kill 2 bugs.
You would think.
We are master adventurers. We are absolutely sure that we are better than the Thunder Talons. I'm going to tell Linder about how we killed 2 bugs
Please don't brag about killing 2 bugs.
after
Rico?
about 40
Rico's gonna
seconds.
swing down at it with disadvantage.
We're good at this.
Does it cost movement to lay down?
He just gives up.
As the world just won't stop spinning as you try to slam into the scurrying
It was
around
an
bug.
8, by the way.
And that'll bring it to its turn as it still just won't let go of your knee as it's scurrying around as you move about. And you will take 6 damage.
These stupid bugs. I took no damage from the initial attack, and I'm still down 14.
Yeah, that blood sucking
And
man.
Kesta.
Over here. Blast him with a firebolt. Hopefully. 19.
Got this, Kesta.
Come on. That's a 4.
That is the higher number.
Anything else?
How is it looking?
I mean, it's looking pretty beaten up, though. Surprisingly, you're realizing for as much as it's been hit, it's looking better than it probably should be.
Which means
Literally
it's probably
sucking
healing
the
off of
life.
sucking
Yeah,
blood out
it's
of it.
literally sucking the life out of us.
Screw it. I'm gonna quicken another spell and firebolt it again.
You said it has me grappled right now, right?
Yeah.
For 10.
That will miss. He's trying to not hit Rico's leg. You go to the wrong side and it slams into the dirt.
All right. I did everything I can do.
Cut to you.
All right, just hold still this time, Rico. No, hold more still. 17.
No hit.
Stop
That-
moving my leg for a second.
That's better.
Hope for the best.
6 damages. That's all I got.
Alright. Rico.
I am going to not use these dice. I'm going to use this dice. And this dice. What?
It just has the opposite initiative, I think.
And then I will smack down at it again. That's a 14.
Hit.
I'm smiting this thing.
Makes sense.
Good
Makes
idea.
sense.
Good idea. Where'd all those DH just go? There they are. Oh, the white dice will be my bludgeoning damage. You said they take everything normally, correct?
Yeah.
Ooh.
14, 18 damage.
Ooh.
He's pretty upset.
That was my last spell slot.
You slam your hammer down on it, erupting out. It impacts heavily into your shin and the ground. You see and hear cracks, but it won't release its grip on your kneecap still.
Wish I could offhand attack. Isn't there a feat for shields that let you attack with it?
No.
No shove.
I could still shove it away from me. Get
Help
off of me,
me.
bug. Oh, that'll be my turn.
Alright, and that will bring it to its turn. And it will take 5 more hit points from you. And then you feel a sudden release of pressure from your kneecap.
Uh-oh. What you doing there?
You trying to run away? Yeah.
Yeah, no. 12.
13.
Just hits.
13.
Alright, that hit as well.
If only I had the spell slots.
6 damages.
9 damage.
It is, as it releases, you feel a bit of pressure on your leg as it just leaps off of your leg, bulleting through the sky. You each instinctively just lash out with your hammer and claws, both impacting, and watch as it heavily slams dead into the ground.
I feel like
I
she has first
limp
watch.
my way
Right.
over to it.
You make it a mucusy looking
It's dead.
pile of
Yeah, I'm making sure. And I limp back over to the campfire. Or, well, what was going to be the campfire. Sit down.
I go back to my little pot. No, I curl up next to the. Nope. Nope. Nope.
That looked like it sucked a lot for you guys. I can see why that wolf was so pissed off, though.
Yeah. And then you'll see a glow emanate from my hand as I cure the poison that's on myself. That's not going to be fun to sleep with.
Drop
Hey, you
back to
cat.
battle waiting for a second.
What?
Hey, cat.
What?
You probably don't want that either, and I'll cure the poison on her as well.
Oh, that does feel much better. Much better. Thank you.
As a bit of magic aura emanates from his touch, you just feel the poison leave you. In a blink of an eye almost, you feel as you did beforehand, except still very, very sore and in pain.
Yep.
Finish building the fire. We're sleeping now.
Yeah, you guys look like you need it.
Yeah.
I'll take first watch and I'll Try to stay up a little longer.
Sweet.
Let you get some rest.
And then just go to sleep.
As you get the fire going once more, the rest of the night after that goes without interruption. You go through your varied watches, eventually all awakening the next day.
I make a note to ask Rowan what this thing is, if he knows.
That's fair.
In the time overnight, we can just say that you eventually piece bits of it together, taking more time during your watches to think about it, and realize that while having never in your lives seen one this size, these appear to be giant fleas.
Giant fleas?
Gross.
I've never had these before in my life.
I start giggling. The cat had fleas. That did suck though.
Literally, yes.
Anyway, shall we be off then?
Yes.
So it's been, what, 3-4 days now?
That was the end of the third day, I believe.
We
so.
shouldn't be too far off then.
Another 6 days or something like that?
2 or 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go, Sambert.
You gather up your supplies, repositioning them back on your mule, and head back towards the road and onward towards Stratson.
Yep.
As the days continue on, you would eventually get, as you would know, within hours of Stratson.
I look much happier all of a sudden.
When in the distance of the road ahead, you see some means of fairly sizable structure of sorts lopsided along the side of the road.
What is that?
You first notice it when you're still 200 or 300 feet away from it, and it's barely a rectangle in the distance.
Do I know of a structure that was here when I left?
It's not large enough to be a house or anything like
No.
that, but
I have no idea.
Well, let's go check it out.
Alright.
It's on the road, right?
yeah, it's just pretty much to the side, almost in the road.
We should probably be careful. Bandits and the like, you know.
Sure.
You continue forward. Give me perception checks if you want to try and be careful.
Yes, please.
13.
Thank you.
2.
As you draw closer and closer to it, Kesta, the details of it come into focus, but none of it makes sense to you as this isn't it was clearly a structure, like you saw it, you were expecting like some means of shop or something like that, and so your mind just can't wrap around what it is you're looking at. As the two of you draw closer, Rico and Katya, you don't spot any signs of anything suspicious around. You do get the clear sign that it is a lopsided, tipped over wagon of sorts. And as you draw, continuing closer, if you do, you begin to hear bits and pieces of angry mutterings.
Is it in a language I understand?
Yes, it is in Halfling.
Assume this guy's cart tipped over.
Are you sure?
It's a cart and it's tipped over.
But on purpose or as a ruse?
What? I don't know. It looks like, from the sounds of this guy over here, it sounds like he's mad that it tipped over.
Alright.
Does it sound like a guy?
Yeah,
Sir? I'll speak out in halfling.
as the
I move so he's between me and
muttering
whoever.
stops suddenly. The figure who's walking from the far side of it. Yes,
Seems you've had yourself some kind of accident here.
yes, you seem like you might be able to. Could Would you be interested in helping?
Oh, sure. What do
I've
you
got.
need?
I just need someone to get this back up so I can fix it. I have the parts, but I'm not.
Big enough? I got you.
I think we can do this. Put on my gloves.
I want to take a look around it, see if there's anything in the way. If like we tip it back over, if it's gonna cause any issues or anything.
Have an animal somewhere tied up? Or...
Not so much tied up, but still kind of half tied to the wagon.
Yeah, I'm
at the
gonna
front
untie
side.
it from the wagon and lead it away a few steps so we don't accidentally.
Take a look around it, make sure there's nothing in the way of if I were to tip this back over.
As you look around, there's nothing in the way. You do spot a fairly sizable hole in the side middle of the road.
Oh, you hit the hole. Yeah.
Yes, you'd think as much as I travel it, I'd not noticed it. But that's why I bring a spare. I just didn't expect it to flip me.
Yeah. Well, accidents happen. Sure, let's go ahead and give this a
Aside
try.
from that, the only difficulty with flipping it back over would be the lack of a weight-bearing back wheel.
So, is the wheel that's broken up too high for him to reach? Is the problem, or we have to flip it over for him to...
The wheel that's broken is currently half dug into the dirt road on the side that is tipped.
Oh, so we have to lift it up for him to change the...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and give this a try.
Okay. I think we can do it.
Alright, so you're both gonna try and lift?
Yep.
Alright, you can both either give me strength checks or one of you can give it with advantage.
Both of us.
Yeah, why not?
would be
And
good.
then I kind of stretch a little bit, and then I'll activate my
Pat his whatever it is that I'm holding.
my peerless athlete to give myself advantage on my strength check.
Alright.
There you
My
go.
divine, whatever that, I can't remember what it's called right now.
Divinity.
Yeah.
16.
8. I shouldn't use these dice. I should have went back with the blue ones. Look at this. Look. See?
Natural
See?
20 and a 17.
If I'd have gone with the other dice.
Like,
As you go about lifting, you find a hard time getting a good grip on anything. Your hands keep slipping on everything. You almost
Maybe
tear
I should have
through
put
the
some
side
gloves
of
on.
it. However, despite all of your misgrabs and ill-advised hand placements, the wagon continues to get lifted up as you look over and just see Kesta just lifting it up and back onto the side.
Nice,
Should be-
Kesta.
Yeah.
Yep.
I lift things once in a while.
I just hold it there. I'll get the supplies.
All right. And I get a better grip now that it's up and
As
hold
you
it.
then are able to hold it, which is good because as soon as you get a grip, there's a sudden extra weight as he climbs into the back of it, and you hear a bunch of sounds as he wheels a large replacement wheel out of the back of it.
Surprisingly heavy. I mean, it's a wagon. It's going to be heavy, but this is...
He comes back, wedging in between you guys, getting it set up, going about fixing it. And as you just idly stand there holding it, within 10 minutes, it's fixed. And alright, I think you can let go. It should be able to hold. Alright.
All right. Whew.
Alright. Well, I don't need that anymore as he just starts dragging the broken bits of wheel to the side and tossing them off the road.
I kind of just like grab one of the spokes out of it and pull it out and throw it in my bag.
Thank you. My name's Beldak, by the way.
Beldak.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Beldak.
Sorry about your wagon.
No, yeah, it's an inconvenience, but I suppose it happens. Where are y'all headed?
Well, we're going to Gin Hat.
No,
Gonna make it. Yeah.
By way of
Stratson.
Stratson.
Yep, gonna make a stop off there.
Alright.
and start hooking his horse. Isn't a horse?
Yeah.
A horse back up.
It's man, how was it? I didn't go to Stratson. I suppose in return for assistance, y'all need a ride anywhere? Now that we're up and running, I'm going up to Cairo.
Up to Kaimel, you say?
Yeah, that's where I work.
Well, that's where we're going to. You want to stop off in Stratton for the night?
I mean, I suppose I can. I hadn't really planned on. I don't have a whole lot of business there, but I suppose I could.
We'll just ride with him up to Kymel, or at least part of the way.
Yeah. He can get us almost all the way there.
Can our mule come too?
Yeah, we have Sambert.
Sambert, yeah.
Well, Sam Burt.
Yep. Not in the wagon.
Yeah.
It's short for Sammy Bert.
Yeah.
Sammy Burt.
Yep.
It's not much shorter.
It's not really.
She
We need to
can just
rethink this
follow
nickname.
behind.
That'll be this
one
time. We
syllable
can
shorter.
tie her to the back. We don't. It's not like we're gonna be in full gallop going down the road.
That's fair. That's
Sure.
fair.
Well,
We'd appreciate that very much. Thank
oh
you.
well, I'd probably be stuck here overnight at least if you guys hadn't shown up. So.
Kester, you said you had a shovel.
I do have a shovel.
Should we fill in this hole real quick before we go?
Hey, that's a good idea.
But if we fill in the hole, then we're just going to be making another hole.
Yeah, but we can make a hole off the road.
There.
Fair enough.
I just give me your shovel. And I go over and grab a couple
Dirt
scoopful of dirt and then
There are also ways to fill in the hole even from the road without creating another hole.
And just dig a hole right next to the hole and just move the dirt over.
Oh no!
what have I done? Luckily, this is wider than the base of a normal wagon, so it won't actually hit the.
You somehow needed more dirt to fill the previous hole.
Yeah, so just fill
Yes.
the hole in.
Yep. You managed to get some loose dirt from the side, packing it
dirty.
in.
Yeah.
It's by no means flesh with it, but
I mean,
It's
less
not gonna
likely
break
for
anybody
someone
else's
else.
wheel.
you'd be very surprised if it managed to break anything.
There we go.
All right.
Right, well.
Now
Cool.
no more travelers will have issues, or less likely to. At least from this hole. Standing there like,
Like you've done something heroic.
yeah.
I'm
This
tying
hole
Sam
will
Burt to
burn
the back
in
of that
no
wagon.
travelers any longer.
I'm ready to go home.
All right.
As Sam Burt is tied to the back of the wagon, which now that it's upright and you start going about all of this, you would see engraved on both sides of the wagon. It does say Anwin's Antiquities.
And where's antiquities?
And then once you are loaded in, the mule strapped to the back, Beldak gives one more look about, making sure everyone's set, and gets the wagon going. A short while later, you're pulling off the road, a side path leading closer, nearer to the forest, where you assume in your time passing is the direction to Stratton, and Acacia would know.
Yes.
And as the very clearly in its appearance and how it's built, logging village starts to come into view, the log cabins and almost log buildings the size of a small Keybric headquarters. They all start to come in view. The very different looking citizens of Stratton compared to the, well, not entirely more well-dressed, well-mannered, noble likes of Maanoris. You see the gruff working class loggers and craftsmen of Stratton.
This looks more like home.
It is quite quaint.
As the city itself starts encircling you, you can see the forest line in the distance. The city, certainly smaller than Maanoris, though larger than some you've been at.
Right.
Larger than Hart in your knowledge.
Harm's like 4 buildings.
It's larger than that.
5 buildings.
The Beldak looks back. Well, where y'all?
I'll direct him to my house.
Alright. He follows the directions through the streets, eventually arriving outside the series of homes that have been erected in the area that you would know in your time here, that all of them in this collection are all owned by varied workers of your parents' guild.
That makes sense.
I don't want to intrude on you, so if it's all the same to you guys, if you could just meet me at the inn here in town, I'll just go stay there.
All right. Oh,
Sounds good, Beldak. Thank you.
we'll meet you there in the
Alright.
morning.
Alright, you guys enjoy your stay in Stratson. Have a good night.
Absolutely, you too.
Heads off, turning down the next street, leaving the four of you there.
I can't wait to have some cakes. I ran out of mine a couple of days ago, and I really want them.
I don't know if she made you any cakes. I just said that you liked them. Anyways, and I go not to the front door, but I go around to whatever door we normally use, which I just assume we don't use the front door because that's too obvious.
Well, for general company, you always
Okay.
the front door
Well,
is
then-
the public appearance.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna open the door and walk in. Mom, Dad.
As
They're not home. They're out at dinner.
All right.
as you open the door into the by no means large home that you shared with your parents before leaving, you see the familiar living space, the never really to your liking due to size, furnishings. However, you would
See
notice
why I really curl up.
you would notice the place, the resting spot that they had specifically made for you, the slightly larger chair or sofa still sits in the same sitting quarters. You would hear the sound in one of the back rooms of movement is a sound of pans, and then the
The
door
giant flea
opening.
comes out.
Katya, dear, is that you?
It is, and I brought my new friends.
You would see your mother start making her way out. Oh, so great to see you again. And your friends?
They are all large. That
Yes.
one's really big, actually.
Well,
I'm like
Yeah.
I have to walk into everything.
We're just like.
it's something that we grow to be used to here in Keybric. Not many of our kind here as short as us.
I was hoping that they could stay
Oh,
around for dinner.
certainly, if they wish to stay the night, it would be. I mean, we could accommodate them, but we wouldn't have resting places. They'd have to sleep on the floor.
Do you have a backyard? I can go sleep on the outside. It's fine.
We do have. It's not large, but we have a yard.
I don't want to risk breaking anything. I just kind of look at all the small stuff.
I can assure you, most of it's quite well made, but I understand your point.
Go over in the
How
night.
about-
Well, there
how
goes the
about
sofa.
you? Would you like?
I would just like to stay in a house if that's okay.
We could give you blankets and perhaps try and pad the floor, but that's the best we could really offer you. It was a hassle even with her growing up.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a lot better than sleeping outside.
Very well. Your father's busy with work, but I'll make sure that somewhere is arranged for you. I'm in the process of trying
can
to
help.
arrange meals. Oh, very well.
I can help cook too.
Oh, excellent. Then let me get your bedding around, and then we can prepare dinner.
Sounds good.
All right.
I just had the thought of Rico trying to cook dinner with a gnome.
I know. I was like, I'm interested to see you try to cook in this kitchen.
Or cook pots the size of a bowl for me. Okay. I guess gnomes wouldn't be that small, but
As bedding is eventually arranged, a collection of some of probably the larger blankets, though still you need two of them to comfortably, to your
You have your
standards, cover yourself.
Bedroll and your blankets too, which are your
Yes,
size.
you have that as well, which may actually serve as more padding than these blankets that you're given.
I'll come up with something.
But then as that's handed to you, are you going to attempt to help cook, or
I'll come in and I'll watch. If there's anything I can help with, I'll step in. I don't really cook for myself normally.
I'm just happy to be home.
Then as the group of you make your first task on the road as the notable nobodies to make dinner with Katya's mother.
Yes!
That is what we'll end it.
Make dinner with
Yay,
Katya's
so
mother.
Rowan can join
Then
us in my house.
thank you for those who stuck around, those who watched. We hope you join us next week. We'll be back here again, 7 o'clock with our official launch.
We're gonna kick it off with dinner at Mom's.
We'll hopefully have the appearance of Rowan as well next week. So that will be a new thing for those watching. If you're back next week, you'll get to meet Rowan officially, who's just been much, much quieter than he typically would be today.
Just a little bit.
But with that, it's been a pleasure starting this, a pleasure introducing you all. And until next week, I'd like to formally welcome everyone to the world of Soul. And you can go to any scene, really. Buy or be right back. Something that's not camera related.
Hey, I'm Rico. Rico Del Rico. Fame, glory, money. What more can a guy ask for? Besides, I've been fighting monsters and wolves my entire life. At least that's what I tell everyone. How hard can it be? Starting your own adventuring crew, going out to help Keybric clear out its problems and monsters, all in a day's work with someone with my strength and smile.
My name is Kesta Vanille, and now that I'm 15 and a grown adult, I need to get a job of my own. I don't really know yet what I'm going to be doing, and these guys are a little weird, but I guess they'll do for adventuring partners. I don't think they appreciate my value yet, but I am used to people doubting me, and I do not back down from a challenge.
My name is Rowan Leandel. I have been instructed in the ancient elven art of blade singing, and am now looking to make a name for myself as a prominent adventurer. With my practiced blade and skill in the arcane arts, rising above the average trash of Keybric will be quick and easy.
I'm really not into talking without having something to say. The others do that enough. Someone needs to keep an eye on things. That is why I stay in the shadows, ready to pounce. If you need me, I'll be keeping an eye on things.